And we're back here once again with
back.
another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 303. So I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we will be doing a comic book review on Spider-Man and Wolverine number
you got that
one.
You got that one? I got that one too. But I also got this one.
I wanted to get that one. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like Peter Griffin in the episode of Family Guy where he's like, I have to make two choices, but I can't make one.
Yours is the one that I got, and I'm not reading. I just kept it in the thing, but that's the one I'm reading. So you got we both got the opposite. So.
And the second topic is going to be on the Batman Hush 2 Massive Problems. I'm not going to lie.
We should just call it the Massacre. Like, it's not even, like
I'm not going to lie, dude.
How does this come out? How does this come out? And you still have 2 issues in the 160s that aren't even. So that would be like, how does the legacy number work on that?
Oh, you're right.
It's still Batman. So if those are coming, like, imagine if you got an omnibus, right? And it wasn't by author. It was just like the Golden Ages. And it went like to Hush, 161, and then went to Matt Fraction Batman #1, then #2, then went to fucking 162. Like, this whole thing is a disaster.
That's why I said, to me, comic books feel like TV shows. Like, literally at this point now, this ongoing Batman TV series is ending. But then they started another one when this one is already ending. You guys don't understand. The Batman run that started with like Tom King with DC Rebirth is about to end. Like, it's about to end with this whole culmination from him to James Tynion to Chip Zdarsky, and the one with Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb for a little bit. I wouldn't really call that a run. Like,
no, because it doesn't really have anything to do with what they were doing. There's no like fail safe, and that ended in absolute power.
Gotham Girl and what's that one bitch that James Tynion the fourth introduced in his book? Remember,
she was Punch and Judy.
Punchline. Was Punchline?
Punchline. Oh yeah, Punchline. Punch and Judy were the other 2.
Dude, what were with these women? Punchline and Gotham Girl. Were they trying to make? They were literally just trying to make the next Harley Quinn.
The Gotham Girl thing. I think what they did. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
this is my opinion. I really think that they started Gotham and Gotham Girl in the Batman run because of what was happening in the Justice League run, the Tomorrow People. I think so. They wanted to establish this that guy with the prisms and the magic and the fucking. Get the fuck out of here. That bullshit.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I saw this article and I was like, we got to go over for a video portion of the show, because in my head, you laughing in multiple different places in the video. I was like, damn, fuck. And not going to lie, guys, we're going to read
some of the
reviews. Oh, also, we're going to read some of the reviews on League of Comics Geeks, given how much people hate this. Guys, you know what's crazy? Tom King's run was not liked. There's plenty of other Batman runs that are universally
No, but there's issues in there that people did like.
Some
like the introduction of the City of Bane, like that was actually good. It just had some very, like, the street wasn't paved well. There was a lot of potholes still in the street. You know what I mean? But there was a street at some points.
What was the Batman run where he ate rats or some shit? There was a run where he ate rats or some shit.
He went all fucking crazy in his cave and dude. I don't know. That it's sad because like I've been buying Batman for I don't know how long, and it stopped. It stopped around that time, around the Tom King stuff.
Were you out before the wedding issue fiasco?
Oh, I was out way before that. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that bullshit. It was huge because I remember I went to Frank Frankenson's, and every comic book shop vendor had that poster of him kissing Selena, the wedding issue, and everything. And
I knew about it, and to be honest, I'll even tell you straight up, I was totally illegally downloading them. I'd read it and then delete it because I was like, "Do I want to buy this?" I have given DC hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No, it's just the fact that you thought these weren't even worth files keeping in my computer. I just need them deleted.
No, I did. I straight deleted them. I did. I swear on my life. Because what I used to do back when like torrents were a thing. If I bought a comic, I would download it because I figured like it's not like video games. Like if you own the video game, you can actually make a copy of the video game and use it on an emulator. That's not illegal.
Yeah,
I don't know the legality of what I was doing, but I still owned the the physical copy of the book. But I was backing them up on hard drives. And there is a giant, like when Rebirth started, there is a big giant gap in Batman because it started with the Gotham girl, went, and then just done. I was done. I was out. Like, I just couldn't take it. It stopped being Batman to me, and it started being like it just stopped. It was dumb. I mean, I'm sorry, Tom King. I'm not saying that you're a terrible guy or anything like that. It just wasn't my taste in Batman.
Yeah, and people don't understand with this. When we get to the portion of this show where we're going to go over the Hush 2 problems, guys, for people to call this the worst Batman run, do you know how many horrible Batman runs are out there?
There's a ton.
The Dark Knight Strikes Again, there's that one, if you count that. There's All-Star Batman with Frank Miller and Jim Lee. People hate that one.
All-Star Batman would have been great, but Frank Miller, if you want to read some funny stuff, you need to look up the notes that Frank Miller was giving Jim Lee. No, I'm dead serious. Dude, they are some of the weirdest. Like, whenever he showed, was it Black Canary or whatever it was, like, when it started, it was like from the legs up, and then, dude, he was like, yeah, Jim, start with those sexy legs and get up in there, get really, really in there with it. Like, you gotta, I'm telling you, dude, it's a man going bizarrely off his rocker right in front of you in real time. I could just imagine Jim Lee, who shows up to like meetings at DC and Marvel when he left with his child strapped to his back. Good old wholesome Jim Lee reading this fucking porn that fucking crazy Frank Miller just sent to him.
Do you count Batman Who Laughs in there as a really horrible Batman run?
No. I like the Batman Who Laughs at first. I just thought it was overused. But that whole lead up, dude, and the fucking the what is it, the villains book, I can't remember what it's called. I have it, but that in the Dark Multiverse, I loved all that stuff. I thought it was great. I thought Dark Knight's death metal went. Here's the thing. I thought Dark Knight's death metal was crazy, but I thought it was crazy enough to where it totally leaned into the crazy, and I enjoyed it. I'm not saying that I would recommend it to people, but like, I also like comic books, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll put aside certain things and suspend my disbelief. Like, that's my biggest problem. Like, I was talking with Savage Dad, we were talking, and I was like, I think I've come to the conclusion, I think that is my biggest problem. It's not like when someone, how you were talking about art last night, and you were saying that someone's opinion is that it's trash, right? Well, I can't say that that's an opinion. I could say that someone doesn't like it, but saying it's trash is definitive to me. It sounds definitive. Like,
that's what you're saying, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like, that could be their opinion, that's what they think, but when you say that, it sounds like you're making a statement that is known to the people. Like, people know that it's trash when something is not. So it's like, it's very subjective. So I look at things and I ask them, I'm like, is this so bad from what you heard? And most of the time, most of those people don't even read the fucking books to know if it's bad or not. That's my biggest problem. It's like, I was having this argument about Absolute Batman with a bunch of people, right? And the stuff they were saying never fucking happened. Never.
The only thing that I gather from the Absolute Batman criticism is that people say they don't like the art. But
which is ridiculous.
And keep in mind,
but I understand.
Comic books are a visual medium, so if the art didn't grab you, that's fair. But if someone were to say the books are bad, well, I would from when you like you said definitive. So if you're saying the books are bad, that means you're coming from from what I gather from that information, it's like, okay, that means you read the books. You could tell me why you didn't like them.
Well, yeah, and it never happens,
right?
You could say I don't like them, but like, saying that they're bad means that sounds like the overall consensus, like the majority consensus of the people think it's bad. When you say it's bad, and you go, oh no, that's my opinion. Okay, what brought you to that opinion? Oh, you can't answer that because you didn't fucking read it. Like,
yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me, and I understand. Like, listen, I am not some jaded fan that likes everything. Trust me, I'm not. Look at how little of Marvel I'm buying. And even the books that I am buying, there's some that I don't even like that I'm buying because I like the character.
To be completely fair, Marvel should deserve
has been
Marvel deserves every little book everyone purchases. Honestly,
because
I would like if no one bought anything of this shit.
Because if you remember, me and you started before the Absolute Universe was created, and we looked, and Marvel had the majority share in comics, and they're getting crushed right now. It's not even close. Like, they're getting crushed. Like, Absolute Batman #1 is still selling. I mean, it's on its 12th reprint. I mean, that's like 500, 600,000 books. That's not like it was before where X-Men #1 was selling 8.2 million, but it's a completely different medium now. It's very different. People would think it's all like it's going to go away and die. Trust me, it's not.
Well,
as,
and given what we now
bad
know,
as that is, it's just very different.
Well, given what we know now about comic book sales in general, like, you know, that the number is impressive for the highest selling comic book ever, but we know it's like stores buying it, not like a customer walking in there and ordering it.
It was a little bit different, like, because you could go off of how many prints were sold. If you're on this many different prints, it has to pass that certain number.
Yeah.
So like
Hush 2, multiple times too.
Like Hush 2, they printed 500,000 copies on that first run of Hush, the first issue. We know there was 400,000 pre-orders. So, I mean, they had to make that many copies. Like, and I understand, like, it would be very easy just to chip the fucking books. Like, how hard would that be? It gets scanned, bloop, goes into a database, bloop, goes into a database.
Before we do the comic book review, on comicbook.com, I'm not saying I've read all this stuff, but I'm very familiar with the Three Jokers to a certain extent. Look, you're more familiar with me. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shotgun some of these runs, and you're gonna tell me if these are considered some of the worst Batman runs you've ever read, because you read a lot of these. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do this. We'll do on 200. 200. Yeah, love me some 200. All right. This is just their list, guys. It's not my list. Just pointing out. Not
these are the worst.
Either.
These are the worst.
This is the worst they consider the worst Batman runs ever. Three Jokers.
No.
Okay. White Knight.
Oh no, not even close. It's not great. It's not great, but it's nowhere near. Yes.
Reptilian. Okay.
I was not a fan.
Batman Odyssey.
Is that Tom King's? I don't even. What is that? I don't remember. Neil Adams. No. I don't know. I don't know if I remember that right off of hand. I'd have to read what it's about. I'm sure I read it, but
you've read War Games? I heard of War Games. I have the omnibus for this. This is the Black Mass story.
So it's got high points, but it has a lot of low points. It has a lot of low points. It does. It has a lot of low points. Gotham War. Yes. Gotham War. I was very disappointed with.
This is Chip Zdarsky too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like, okay. So here's I'll give you the, Dark Knight Strikes Again. Jesus Christ. The Gotham War. It was like Catwoman and Batman, right? Where Batman was like so off his rocker with failsafe and all the stuff that was going on that he didn't trust anybody. So like all of his like Bat family was trying to stop him, and he was just beating the ever living shit out of them. And they couldn't do Batman. Now, mind you, Batman's the one that got failsafe brought here, right? And the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, who was fucking up everything. He thought he was so self-righteous that he couldn't stand by when Selina was actually making the city better. Now, granted, she was still using crime, right? But she was controlling it. He couldn't have that. Nope, we can't have that because you're still doing crime. So it doesn't matter that murder's down and all this other stuff's down. We have to bring it back to where it was. So I'm going to beat the ever-living dog nuts off of all of you until you give up this so-called masquerade of a better city. And guess what? As soon as he did it, the city went to shit.
So it's basically some story about Batman being on a power trip fantasy.
Well, it's like him. They tried to make it seem like it was a redemption story, right?
Oh, okay.
He was free of the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, and he the failsafe fiasco, had gone, and he was trying to get his city back, and freaking what's his name? God damn it, Vandal Savage had taken his home. And his brownstone that the family owned got foreclosed on, and like all this stuff happened. It was just like, dude, it was so stupid.
Dark Knight Strikes Again, the widening.
I've never read The Widening Eye. I don't think I have. I'd have to.
I'm not be honest. I've never even heard of this Batman run ever. Story. Who wrote this?
Oh yeah. I do remember. Batman and Silver having sex. Yeah.
Batman Peter. Okay, that sounds like all right. That's what the fuck. Fortunate Son. What the hell is this?
See, I don't remember the names of the runs. Like, I just know like the books. I'd have to read what it was about to see if I remember it. All-Star, that is not the worst, but it's up there. It's oh, dude, I'm the goddamn Batman. Cool.
Not one word I've taken enough grief about calling my goddamn car the goddamn bat. That sounds like trash. If I had paid for that, that sounds horrible.
It is bad. And it took forever to come out. The whole
thing.
Of
course, it's Jim Lee. He gets
no. It was because of it was like this was like years in between.
Oh, okay.
Like, it wasn't just Jim Lee.
Oh God. Just.
I mean, I think Dark Knight: The Master Race is pretty awful. That's a pretty awful book.
It's crazy. People remember only The Dark Knight Returns, but the ending of that just, oh God.
What, the end of Dark Knight Returns?
No, not the first one. Not Dark Knight Returns, not the first one. The later books.
The second one is whatever. The third one, The Master Race, is just awful. It's just so bad.
It's like one of those books that kept getting unnecessary sequel after sequel. It's like you struck lightning in a bottle. It's okay. You can just live with this. I feel like that's the problem with the entertainment world in general, not just comic books. It's like they feel like they always have to make a sequel to one up the other one. It's like sometimes you hit lightning in a bottle once and that's it, you know. But I get it. Egos are always a thing. What's the worst Batman comic book run? I asked Reddit.
I mean, it just depends on what you like. But those, I mean, Reptilian was really bad. The stuff that was going on during what the hell was that one where Talia al Ghul had started that other group? Oh, God damn it, I can't remember. Oh, why can't I remember? Oh, well, anyway. I mean, there's other ones. I mean, some of the original runs were really bad. Some of the 70s stuff was bad.
This is so weird because Screen Rant has one where it's Batman's top 10 worst moments in comic book history ranked. If he's not eating rats in this one, then it's like, throw that shit in the trash.
I mean, that's not that. Yeah, but that's
Batman gets knocked down by Hal Jordan.
That was actually great. That was great. What are they talking about?
Why was hilarious? Bad? He gets knocked down by like a lot of people. He's not powered. What's the next one? Bruce gets Jokerized by the Batman who laughs.
That one's not. That's fine. That's just what happened.
Frank Miller's Batman abuses Robin. Okay, yeah, you said this run is doo-doo shit. Batman's back is broken by Bane.
I don't think they mean worse. I don't think they mean worse as in they're bad. I think it's like some of the worst things that happen to Batman.
Oh, specific. Oh, like worst thing happens to the character.
Yeah, because obviously Nightfall is not one of the worst.
No, Nightfall's amazing. Catwoman calls it the wedding. Well, no one liked this in general. Like this was just bullshit. Batman becomes addicted to
Venom. Yeah, dude, I remember that.
Good old Mark Waid. Yep. Starting the whole Batman contingency plans. Yep. Tower of Babel.
That's a great book.
This is a great book. If no one's read Batman the Cult, oh my God.
Cult's crazy.
Good old the villain Deacon Blackfire, one of the most underrated Batman villains out there. If you guys played Arkham City, you had that side mission of Deacon Blackfire in the Cult. Read the book. Book is that'll show you why being in a cult's bad. Read that book. But good old power trips. His last comic fan. Guys, we have to announce something. He owns my company now. He owns the MSK show. I gave him 50% of equity.
It's like the WNBA, man. It's like 0%, 50% of zero is still zero.
You're basically paying me to run this. I need a raise, dude. Come on, man. I'm not making enough money here. And you're like, I don't make any money either.
I don't make any money off of it. It's a sad time.
God. So we're going to have to sell it to the Saudi government.
Do like what Joker did in A Lonely Place of Dying. We're going to have to join the Iranian parliament. Or whatever the fuck they got over there.
Oh, God. Well, because the thing, if Because I understand, because we had the 300 special, and I remember Iron Oxide and Sammy, they said they didn't like Absolute Batman because the art was bad. But I was thinking, like, if you don't like the art, that's fine. That's a subjective, personal thing.
That's part of it, but there's a story around it. You know, I mean, there's been many great Batman stories that haven't had the best art.
There's a lot of comic books in general that don't have the best art, but the story more than makes up for it.
Like, can't always, like, especially if you're telling like a huge epic storyline, not the guy can't, you know, always be drawing the entire time.
Like, literally, not everyone is gonna have a comic book being drawn by like the likes of Jim Lee in his prime. It's just not gonna happen. You know, you're gonna get. I always kind of look at artists like there's always good artists, great artists, amazing artists, bad artists, average artists. People have this thing, like I told you before when we first met. It's either this thing's a 1 or it's complete trash, and it's like, where's the level of variance in anything?
Well, there's not. That's the problem with that's the problem with older fans and newer fans.
Yeah.
Like there's people that, like, you know, will give things a chance. You know, like me, I'm giving Captain America a chance. I never thought I would want to read any more Chip Zdarsky. Like, and he wrote good Daredevil. You know,
he found a way to reel you back in.
Well, it was just like I had to see what was going on there. And from what I've seen, it's not that great.
God. I just find it weird that a Canadian is writing Captain America.
I mean, that's, you know,
it's like, wow, that would be like if you had a Russian writing fucking, you know, Captain America. I'm sure it'll be like, what? Shouldn't an American? You would just feel like, I mean, but I'm always saying that if you're a different type of person, you can't.
I mean, as long as you just get the character, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's the 50s anymore where he's like, you know, running around with the American flag, handing out peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. If you go to the hood trying to hand out some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, that Captain America might get shot.
No, I don't know about that. The hood likes peanut butter and jelly.
And great drink. And great drink and watermelon.
You had a fucking peanut butter and jelly stand with some Kool-Aid, dude. That thing would be out of business in like an hour.
Man, I had peanut butter crackers. We were poor. Good Lord. Not the peanut butter crackers you bought for like the square. We had a cracker you would open the bag and dip it in peanut butter and eat it because we were disgustingly poor. Holy crap.
You had crackers? Damn.
Okay, we were never that poor where we had ketchup sandwiches.
You were living the high life, man.
If you had, I forgot, you were like poor. You had nothing.
I'll say this. At one point in time, this is not what I was living with my parents, but at one point in time, I ate, I'm not shitting you, I looked in my cabinets and I was like, there's literally nothing in here. And I took, like, they must have been like a year old. They were rock hard. And they were wheat tortillas. And I put this like 4-year-old peanut butter that had like oil on the top of it. And I spread it on there. And I was like, this doesn't smell good. And I had to eat it. I ate that for 2.5 days.
How did you stomach that? How did that
I threw up.
I imagine it tastes like shit.
No, it wasn't at the taste. It was what it did to my stomach afterwards.
Laps, this man ate out of a can on stream once cold. Okay, first of all, I was really tired one stream. This was back in the day when I had my original YouTube channel that got retconned for the New 52, DC Rebirth, MSK you see now. You know, we had a Crisis on Infinite Earth situation, you know, that I can't talk about. My memory's gone. Dr. Manhattan.
Why are you not allowed to talk about it? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, that's just me just fucking joking with you guys sometimes. But I remember I bought Little Caesars pizza and I had streamed and I just fell asleep on the pizza. My face, when I woke up, was slathered in pizza sauce and cheese. I was like, why does my face
Why do you
like...
buy Little Caesars? Just because it's cheap?
Pretty much.
I mean, I would never like actually go into Little Caesars and say, here, take my money. I don't know if I could do that with like, there's so much better pizza.
You guys on the West Coast have better pizza than us.
I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You guys on the East Coast have better pizza than we do. Good Lord. Because you've been to Chicago. You like the pizza better.
I mean, Chicago deep dish is good, but it doesn't feel like pizza to me. It's like more like lasagna. It's so big. Like, it's like, but it's not, I'm not saying it's bad by any means.
Yeah.
I like my favorite pizza is in Milltown, New Jersey. And it's from the Milltown Tavern. That is my favorite pizza.
John's Long Box, what's up, man? How you doing, dude?
John's Long Box?
How's your comic book how's your crowdfunding for your comic book going? Heroic Tales. I hope it's going good. Also, John, you owe me all of your comic book collection. I heard you were gonna give it to me as of reparations. Honestly,
why would you get reparations though?
Don't I deserve them?
No, everything you've done to yourself.
True, but that's how a victim mentality works. So it's like,
yeah, but like anybody with like half a brain could just be like, no.
Hey, I'm thinking 3 steps ahead all the time.
Is that why your hair is the way it is?
Someone called me a mad scientist.
Are you receiving like signals from other planets that we don't know about?
I wanted to wear a lab coat because someone called me a mad scientist from like a 1980s movie.
That'd be fantastic.
Someone called me the dude that made Frankenstein. I was like, what the fuck?
No, Frankenstein is the guy who made the monster. The monster is not called Frankenstein.
No, but the guy's name who made it is
the
Dr.
guy,
Frankenstein, right? Yeah,
but you said the guy who made Frankenstein. That's what you said.
But to be fair, don't they kind of go hand in hand?
No. They always called it the monster. They always called it Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, I remember. A teacher that I had in second or third grade read the book, and when the creature awoke, it was called
Mary
the monster.
Shelley, Shelley. Well, yeah, because it was whatever von Frank, and then there was like the Hammer movies, which I like a lot. The Hammer horror movies like Dracula with Christopher Lee and stuff. They were like Frankenstein. Those are fun movies, though, man.
Whatever happened to those
with the Hammer movies?
Those movie monsters, Universal. Like it feels like
I mean,
kind of
that went out of style, like a while ago. I think like they've tried to revive something, like they did the Wolfman and like stuff like that.
They did, yeah.
But you can go to Walmart and you can actually buy. They redid a lot of them in 4K. You could buy like a 30 movie collection for like $39.
I remember when MSK woke up and started eating Taco Bell beans. I was really tired. I was dead. There was something that happened to my brain where it literally just collapsed that night.
I hope that's good, because I do like the Universal monster movies. I didn't like what they did with Tom Cruise and the Mummy when they were trying to start the Universal verse.
It said Dark Universe. I remember that, yeah. Dude, did you see The Invisible Man?
Which one?
I know there's the original, but I know they tried to bring it back with that remake or whatever with that one white lady.
There was, I didn't know. I saw Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon. That was hilarious.
Okay.
And I've seen the original Invisible Man and stuff like that. I'm not as big a movie person as I am like books and like comics. I'll watch them. I'll watch it. But like, if I had my choice between like seeing the newest whatever or reading,
Oh, John, I agree with you. Yeah, I need reparations too. There's blacks around me, and I'm like, wow. I just feel so, scared for my life. I could walk outside right now, and a black guy would ask me if I wanted to buy some crack.
I don't think I need reparations. I got enough.
Good Lord. Yeah, that's my thing too, is like Universal's tried to bring back these movie monsters for a long time. It doesn't feel like it's like that thing that feels like it's just like not gonna happen in this kind of day and age anymore.
I'll have to look those up, Thrawn Kill and Michael. I'll watch them. And by next week, if I find them by next week, I'll let you know what I thought, because I definitely am interested, because I don't know, like that's the thing. I'm out of touch when it comes to that stuff. I fully admit it. Like,
me too. Yeah.
So you would have to like tell me, like, hey, this is a good movie to watch. Like kind of like when Gray told me to go see Sinners and stuff like that. I just didn't know, Like I just don't know about movies. I don't watch a lot of TV. When I do watch TV, it's like sports or
usually have your mom watch.
My mom will ask me to watch something. So like that's it. Hey, Miss Sparkles, how you doing? Hope you're healing up. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. Yes. Did almost miss my favorite Laps comic. What? Why is Laps, ever since he came on the show, he's been everyone's favorite.
Probably because I don't put up with your shit. That's like, my assumption.
He's just casually aura farming, and I've been aura farming ever since I've been alive. God damn. Good fucking God. But no, Thrawn Kill, I don't think I've ever seen you here. Nice to meet you. If you're new here to the channel.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Thrawn Kill.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out though, because Kevin Braun, I know who that is.
I never get called the GOAT. I never get called anything. Good Lord.
No, they definitely give you L's a lot.
They even got that from me too, because I would type into the chat.
I did see the Hollow Man,
Mhm.
and I did see that with Kevin Bacon because I remember this. He did what every like creepy dude would do if he became invisible. He was like, "Oh, titties! I'm gonna go check those out."
Dude, I'm gonna be honest here. This is the reason why I think most people want movies to be more rated R. They just want to see boobs. Who doesn't want to see boobs? You know, boobs are great. I was updating MSK. No, I don't. Guys, I don't have access to that. I have no access to that page. Whoever updates that page is a dedicated super fan.
She
of the
said,
show.
"Lapsed is hot like a model." I endorse that comment.
Good Lord, that movie has Robert De Niro. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, MSK. It's not De Janeiro.
God,
it's literally a DE than Nero.
My brain might have fried there in that moment.
Oh, I think when words happen, your brain starts to fry.
God, it's like the problem that I have with reading is that I get way too nervous doing it, and then I mess up the words, even though I know what it actually says.
I don't know about that.
Or maybe
because there's a few words that you don't even know. I'm not going to tell you what they are either. That you've been saying wrong ever since I met you, and you still don't know. And
Okay.
the chat knows. The chat knows. And you don't know yet.
I can't believe that one time. The one big mess up I do admit to is the dinosaur one, because that
was hilarious.
The chat was going so fast because we had a lot of people there that night, and I was like, we were talking about the Great Dinosaur, the animated movie, and then someone brought that up, and I was like, what the fuck? Brain just absolutely just fell out of my head.
I remember it a little bit differently. I remember you going the dinosaur. That's the way I remember it, but I could be wrong.
No, you're fine. This is why I probably shouldn't fire up an episode of the show after I got done taking a 10-minute power nap. Probably shouldn't be doing that.
High, so like that's
dude.
That's the
I
best
fire
part.
up I take a nap before the show, usually like a 10-minute, 15-minute power nap, and that's probably the reason why my eyes are just deranged. Maybe I'm actually just clinically insane. There was that one comment me and Nate read in that Morbius video where the dude literally was like, "Before I watched Morbius, I was retarded." You know, I can relate to that.
I mean, Morbius is the cure for a lot of things.
I'm not gonna lie, that comment I was crying.
There were so many of those memes.
Before I watched Morbius, I was retarded.
Like, what was the one where it was like someone watched Morbius and shot themselves in front of the audience? Like, it was like Quentin Tarantino or something.
He was like, oh my God, Martin Scorsese walked into our theater and professed that God is king and blew his brains out. And I was like,
yeah, like, just hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie, if you go to that video and read the comments, you will be your actual stomach will hurt from laughing so hard. It's got to be
rather funny.
Yeah,
I mean, but if you really want to laugh, you need to go watch, Fact or Fiction Beyond Belief MSK. Those are fucking gold.
I will say
those are gold.
There was a moment in a Don't Be a Menace that lives rent free in my head every single time I walk into a liquor store where it said the N word. I'm not gonna lie. Have anyone who's watched that movie, every single time you walk into a liquor store, you felt that you're like, oh, okay, all right, I get it.
One of my favorite parts in that was when he first showed up to the picnic and he's doing that dance like this.
Oh yeah.
And then he goes, "Look at those freaks getting busy on the dance floor." And you see people dancing, and then it goes down, and then the next people are just standing there fucking.
Dude,
like,
the black guy. Remember the short and paralyzed midget was like, why do you have sex with white women if you hate them so much? He was like, fuck them.
No, he's like, he said to preach. He was like, "Man, why you talks about it?" He's like, "I want to do to them what the white man has been doing to us for years."
Yeah. Gotta be honest here. I can relate to that. I was like, oh God. Remember? When the dude punched his grandma, he was like, just
still hit grandma like a bitch, motherfucker.
He hit her so hard, it's like he hit a fucking dude in an MMA match or some shit. I was like, God damn. Fuck.
That's funny. That movie is hilarious.
Or the other one, oh my God, when he was having sex with Daishiki and he was like, I'm coming. Oh.
I'm coming. Where he's like, oh yeah. She's like, wrong ho, fool. Like what? What?
Oh God. She was putting melted cheese on his tits. I was like, what? If a girl ever did that, I'm throwing you out the window. I would legitimately kick you out. I'm good.
MSK, you would be so happy that there was a girl in the same room with you that was literally interested in allowing you to have sex with her. That you would literally do anything.
Sex is overrated. I'd rather read comic books.
It's not overrated. It's never been overrated, and it's literally the one thing people want to do more than anything else.
I will say this. Remember that song, Jamie Foxx and Ludacris "Unpredictable," where Ludacris had a line?
Are you seriously asking me that?
You're black from the waist down.
Like, why would I? Who's Ludacris? I know the name, but it's like
no. It's just a line that he had.
Rapper.
There was a line he had in this rap song where he said sex is overrated because they just ain't doing it right. I'm just being honest here. That might be why people consider sex overrated, because they just don't know how to do it properly. But me,
well, that's probably why you say it's overrated and you'd rather read comics. You just self-L yourself. So you just don't even realize you're doing it.
Oh God.
You just literally said sex is overrated. I'd rather read comics. And then you just said the reason why people say sex is overrated because they're not doing it right.
Both can be true.
No, they can't. This is not the world where you're going to be able to say, like, when we were talking about comic book artists and you go, well, how do you know someone didn't have that idea?
Oh, but dude.
But what?
Editors.
But what? Okay, no, don't start it, please. Please don't start it.
No,
please
I'm just gonna ask.
Start it.
I'm just gonna ask you this.
I don't care what Joe in fucking bumfuck Egypt.
I'm just asking you
whether he had the idea of a man spider crawling on a wall. It doesn't matter.
Whoa! The spiders come out of Spider-Man's butt. We know where they really come out of.
It doesn't matter because they didn't do it.
No, I'm just asking. Do you think like all the greatest writers in comic book history? Do you think they didn't get ideas from editors? Like,
no, I'm saying at the beginning, dude, there really wasn't editor.
Oh yeah, no, for real, at the beginning, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was my whole argument in the original thing. It must have been a lot easier back then to create things. And you were arguing with me that no, it wasn't, because some random person in the middle of the jungle of the Congo could have come up with a man crawling. I was like, dude, everybody relates to wanting to fly. And one person in their life has always thought, man, it would be much easier if I could fly.
Dude, black people can't relate to any of that stuff. They're too busy shooting each other. Just come on.
Don't you think they thought if they could fly, they could shoot down easier?
You think black people think?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Well, are you being controlled by someone with a hand up your ass? Like, I don't know.
It's not Tuesday.
No, it doesn't matter if it's Tuesday. You just said, I'm done with you. I'm done. You have destroyed my. It's done. It's over with. So Spiderman and Wolverine.
Yes.
Spiderman and Wolverine.
Let's start the video. Let's start this video quick. Gotta go to the next one.
MSK.
Lunchbox Forum. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Wait,
what's up,
how
MSK?
do you know what? Good lord. So we're not going that story. I'm very straight, but there was this
Thrawn kill.
There was this guy. There was this guy who tried following me home. I told the story before. This guy tried following me home to show me his dick because he thought I was gay, and I almost fought that guy in the streets. I'm not lying.
I know. I mean, it wasn't the fact that he thought you were gay. It was the fact
whipped
that
out his dick. I'm not kidding.
He whipped out his penis without you whipping yours out first and asking to go double Dutch.
Fucking yeah! I got attacked by Diddy Maru, and no one even cared.
Well, dude, you shouldn't carry around Chinese finger traps and asking people to stick their dicks in it and walk home with you.
Oh, casual victim blaming, you fucking bastard! God damn, that guy B. What's up, man? How you doing? I've never seen you here. If any
what's up, that guy B?
I will just say,
how you doing, brother?
If you guys have been lurkers or you're new to the channel because you found the show on like the YouTube algorithm, thank you for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. That's always have new people come around. But no, if any guy ever did that to me, oh god, he's so lucky I'm not really black. I would have just woo. I'll start putting.
What's up, Warren? How you doing, buddy? How did the move go? I saw your new setup. That looked awesome.
Looks great. Looks really good. Damn, I envy a man with a good setup in the background.
I'm surprised you don't have the dead spirits of the people whose house you stole behind you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The person who used to live here was a meth addict that had like 3 kids, and he had his motorcycle literally on the stairs. His motorcycle. I was like, how are you this ghetto? To be fair, I understand people would steal the motorcycle if it was outside. That I fully understand. But it's like, man was doing straight meth in here.
Dude, if you moved your stuff over to like that corner and had your bookshelves behind you, it would look fine.
I am gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I was actually gonna do that. You're not lying.
It would look fine. Like just put the other bookshelf, the white one, up on some stuff, and no one would know. It would look great.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That's what I want to do. I just need to get those other shelves. I'm probably just gonna go to Walmart and get a few more because I need.
I mean,
a few more.
I know, like I know how it is with you and shelves. Like you make it the most complicated thing, as if stores don't sell shelves.
I would have to. Okay, all right. Good lord.
It's a box.
Why are you yelling at me?
Hey, what's up, Bats?
That's awesome, man.
You could literally, just have them pre.
Will Screedia, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Straight meth tastes better than gay meth. That I'm not the connoisseur of meth, Will.
But, he knows what gay meths that tastes.
But I will say this: dude ever whips out his dick in front of me, we will be fighting in the streets. I'll go full black guy on that dude again.
I'm telling you, he carries around those Chinese finger traps for a reason.
My butthole? Yeah, it's pretty locked. I'm not getting.
He just said he just said that his asshole was a Chinese finger trap, and you know, like when your finger gets stuck, you can't pull it out. So that's basically what you're saying, is that you want fingers in your ass.
Now, what's the difference between that and having sex with like Precious?
What's the difference?
Cool.
Well, I'm going to guess, right?
Yes.
This is what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that the Chinese finger traps are not going to eat you after they're done. That's my guess.
Also, it won't ask you if you're the child's baby daddy. See? Oh my goodness.
It is
Matt Fraction Batman review. He said earlier, because he wasn't here, but he said you guys are gonna do a comic book review on the new Batman #1.
I think he wants you to be upset.
Oh, fucking bastard!
But we're actually going to do it, and it's gonna be episode 13.271.
It's gonna be okay.
See, there it is. There it is. That's all you got to do.
If you guys are gonna fuck with me like this, then do annuals. Then do long boxing annual number 50. Then just cause. Do an omnibus. Then just do.
We doing a compendium, like literally page by page. We already did. We're gonna do the next part tomorrow, most likely.
Okay. He lives in the Frankenstein of rooms.
He said MSK, Rizmaster, and Finger Cuff.
MSK, you can't self-impose the nickname of Finger Cuffs.
It is. He's totally. Think about it. Like, you really think that the guy like just whipped out his dick and MSK just didn't go, look what I got.
I did not.
And then it was like that slow moment in a movie, and then that George Michael song with the saxophone played. And then MSK got closer and closer, and then just went. And then they did his, and they started skipping rope with it.
Oh God!
See, you know, because it happened.
This didn't happen, but that would have been an amazing fucking story I could have told on Reddit one day for like my sex fantasy. Holy shit!
Like, I am remembering this. Point with your 2 finger cuff claws.
I always love the Reddit, like the Twitter account Reddit Lies, where the caption goes like,
I'm everyone's here
black.
Because they want Lapsed on panels again. I told you.
Oh, good. But you guys, Lapsed is we should do this. Not Lapsed, but we should do this eventually.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I gotta with the what you guys enslaved us. I gotta have some sort of comebacks. I gotta have some sort of redemption arc. Wait, forgot. You're not white. You're black. So
I mean, you exist, right? That's pretty good. You're coming up in the world.
Hey, Lapsed, I got a Supergirl outfit. I'm one step closer to being Superman, the man you simp for.
I guess I simp for Superman.
I guess if you have an opinion, that's considered.
Well, I mean, she might not be that far off. I mean, I do defend Superman, so.
Yeah, I typically defend Superman a lot more when people say he's boring. I was like, what stuff have you? I think the reason people say that is because they've only watched animation movies and TV and live action movies.
Well, I mean, dude, there's people that read it and don't like it. That's perfectly It's perfectly understandable. It's that they've given it a shot and they don't like it. It's the ones that haven't tried. And if here's the thing, even if they don't like it, who cares? That's their opinion. They don't like it.
That's what I was gonna say that before you go into our review. I don't know why if someone says I don't like something, then a bunch of people have to try to convince that person to like it when they clearly don't. I don't do that.
You are not. Do not say that. You are 100% the person that if you don't like something or if you don't think something exists, you sit there, prove it to me, show me.
Yeah, no,
prove it, prove it. Prove it.
Well, I'm talking about live shit, yes. But if you're talking like entertainment purposes, like if you
MSK,
said,
you just said life shit.
Okay, entertain for like movies and TV. If you said I don't like this movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, all right, let me hear your opinion about this movie. Fine, fair enough. But I wouldn't sit here for like hours trying to convince you it's a really good movie. It's like at the end of the day, dude, lapse, not lapse. You're lapsed. Fucking hell. Why are you guys all you white people look the same to me now? Holy fuck. This guy said the Dark Knight trilogy is overrated. I agree with him on the third movie. I don't think the Dark Knight Rises is actually great. I think it's okay at best. But the first two movies are very good. I'll always stand by that.
I mean, here's the thing. I could see how someone would say it's overrated.
I could see that.
It doesn't because someone says it's overrated doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that people are saying it's better. He thinks they're all bad.
No, he thinks they do not hold up very well at all.
I think the second one does with Heath Ledger. That's my opinion, but I think his Batman does not hold up.
I think for me personally, I love the first two movies, but the third one is not good. I think the first.
I have a special place in my heart for the third one, just because I was there for a lot of the filming in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
As for a movie, I don't think it's that great.
Me neither. Yeah.
I don't think it's that good at all. I didn't really care about the first one either, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like Heath Ledger as the Joker, and I had been waiting for. I'll say this. And people will probably get mad at me. I think Batman 89 is massively overrated.
People hated me when I said it. You know what? I think it's even worse than 89. I can stomach 89.
I think it's a great movie though, because when it came out and what it did, I still think it's a great movie.
I think the second
if you're
one
talking about stuff that doesn't hold up.
No, the second one.
You want to get nuts?
Dude, I'll be honest here. I think I agree with what you said. I think the first one's overrated too. I don't think it's that good. But the second one, outside of Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito, it's an awful movie. The second one is bad.
I agree with you, Warren. Realistic Batman does suck.
I think every movie in that first universe, with the Tim Burton ones and the Joel Schumacher ones, I think they're all just not good. I think they're massively overrated.
The Schumacher ones, obviously, but I will say they are guilty pleasures because they are so ridiculous. Like the George Clooney one. Dude, I don't even know what the hell is happening in that movie, but I know whenever I turn it on, I'm like, this is hilarious.
Remember that bat ass scene where he just turns over and you see his ass?
When he
yeah. No, I don't want women on here. Just men.
Why?
Only
just let
men.
her show her costume.
I just want only men. Just men.
Yeah, we're not talking about your sex life. She just wants to show off her costume. Just let it happen.
And speaking of,
how about after we review the comic, can you just let her show her damn costume?
She's Miss Sparkles. No. So, going over the book.
I tried.
I give Labs everything he wants here and hugs.
You're not. I asked you to have her on.
Oh, there are some, just like God, he can't do miracles. That's different. Well, Jesus can do miracles. Me, I cannot do miracles. I'm not a magician. Actually,
yeah, I agree, Warren. It's and here's the thing. I don't even with the Batman movies. Me personally, I'm just saying this. I just don't care if they hold up or not because I still enjoy them. I just think like people love Jack Nicholson so much, and that Joker was so like, I mean, dude, like, it was so weird, but it was very Jokery for the time that it came out.
Jack Nicholson carries the movie. If
100%, he does.
Yeah,
he does. And, having his face on the $1 bill or $100, whatever it was, like, this stuff's funny, but like,
yeah.
It's such in my opinion, it's such a moment in time. That's the way I look at it. It's like a very moment in time, like how Superman, the Christopher Reeve ones are. If you watch those now, you could still enjoy them and like them, right? But if you're looking at them, I mean, come on.
Yeah, the movies are made in the
Right.
to the tail end of the 70s.
So
Yeah.
like, but still, I had just watched the Donner cut of the second one with my mother. She wanted to see it, and we watched the first one, the extended
Okay.
edition,
Yeah.
and we had a great time. We loved it. It was a lot of fun. But like, there's things in those. I think the way that people think about media now is so different, and if it's so not perfect or what they want and how they want to see it, then it's shit. And I don't know if that's a problem for me. Maybe it's just that I don't care enough, maybe. I just wanna have a good time whenever I go to a
No,
movie.
I challenge anyone. Go back if you
I
like.
think they're great. I like the Tim Burton ones. I just say they're
Yeah.
overrated as people say how great they are still. And I still think they're awesome, though. I love
Yeah,
them.
because for me,
I like
didn't like
both of them. I
I
like
didn't like
Batman
them when I
Returns.
saw them. I didn't like them when I first watched them. I was like, I don't really like.
Oh, dude, I did. I went to the theater to see that.
Oh yeah,
And
because you were there for the whole
Teenage
Batmania thing that
Oh,
exists.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay. All right. Go rewatch Batman Returns, and you guys tell me if that movie holds up. That movie's bad.
But
It's legitimately not good.
It's not. I see. Like I like it, so I can't.
It's fun. They have the fun where he drops he puts the bomb in the person. Those moments are great. They're funny, But hey, let's do some quality content. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Spider-Man and Wolverine #1. So, as you guys know, these two characters are arguably, debatably, some of the biggest characters in comic books, specifically Spider-Man.
They're the biggest Marvel comic book characters, I'd say.
Yes. Spider-Man himself is Marvel's flagship character. He's pretty much in every single book, even like adjacent books. He's always a part of those too, And what's really interesting is these characters have teamed up in other comic book runs of characters, arcs, and shit like that. But fun fact, they've never actually had a dedicated run together, which is crazy because these are like the most popular characters, minus like, Hulk and X-Men and all that other characters they have, right? And we did a video when this book was announced, and we're reading it, and I was like, okay, this sounds pretty fun. Like, it didn't seem anything off.
Yeah. I liked when I first got it, and I was like, okay, this I said hopefully it's good because I was reading Amazing Spider-Man, and it wasn't I don't know what happened to Joe Kelly. So
shade.
And
oh god.
And obviously like Ultimate Spider-Man was great, and it still is great. Mm-hmm. And so when I got this, I'd been reading Ultimate Wolverine, which I thought is a lot of fun as well.
It is.
And
very good.
I was like, okay, so at least there's some. I was hoping it would be like a combination of the two because those were the only two good. But man, this is it's exactly what I wanted and more. It's just here's two. They get right into it. Here's two dudes, two characters you like. They're gonna team up. There's a MacGuffin they gotta go get, and here it goes. And it's awesome.
Right. I will say, like, when we did that video, I was like, I could feel this was going to be good. I didn't want to say it was going to be good because I said in the video, I hope it's good because Marvel's quality, not barring the Ultimate universe with Ultimate Wolverine and Ultimate Spider-Man, quality's been up and down. I mean, me and Professor Savage Dad, we tried to give a chance to some of the new Marvel stuff. We read and reviewed Deadpool, Wolverine, WW3, and that was, guys, horse shit is an understatement. It was awful. Like, it was horrible. So I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to waste money on shit that we're going to read and review that we just absolutely despise. At least if we're going to read and review stuff, I want it to be good. I truly do. I don't want to buy books and have them be bad. I don't want that ever, honestly.
Right. And like the other Marvel stuff we did review was Hickman. So we knew it was either going to be awesome or massively set up and have like a really good like action issue in between, which that second issue was that had that big fight in that building, which was when Hulk was going nuts. That was ridiculous.
There was that moment where Thor got his hammer and people were like, wait, why didn't you just
What? Yeah. What? And then Hulk was just like smack, fucking just smack the fuck out of everybody. I was like, that's awesome, you know. And that's kind of what he's doing now. The Imperial, like when you get to the end of the first book, you're like, okay, this is going to be fucking awesome, you know. And yeah, but I enjoyed this right from the start. Like literally, the first page you see is just carnage.
Yes,
it's carnage right from not
Yeah.
the character, just mutilating carnage right from the beginning.
Also, before we dive further into the Spider-Man Wolverine #1 that we're reviewing for this video, if you
It's written
guys
by Mark Guggenheim.
that name, holy fuck.
I haven't, yeah.
No, I'm saying, if you guys are a fan of like the 90s art style, this one perfectly emphasized it, not just on the cover of the book, but inside the book as well. Like what's crazy is they're not just over exaggerated designs for the sake of just being over exaggerated. They really do fit with like the style and theme of the book too.
Like here's a thing of like,
oh god,
Spider-Man
looks so
swinging.
good. Oh
like,
god,
it's
I love
fantastic.
it. Yeah,
you know, it's like it's really cool.
And I will just say, this is one of the few Marvel comic book ongoing series right now, whether it gets canceled and relaunched at some point, which we know it will happen. It's Marvel Comics. I would say, read this. This is worth your time. If you want comic books to be like this is what you need to read, because this is fun, adventurous. You have nice action. The dialogue is fine. The setup of the story is there. They did a really good job in this book. I can see why this is sold very well. Not just because it's just Spider-Man and Wolverine for the title,
but it's also fun. It's also fun. You read
Yeah.
it and it's actually fun.
Yeah.
That's
And
you
the
know,
ending hook
sometimes
that we're gonna
right.
get to. That ending
Sometimes
hook,
I don't always need everything to be so goddamn serious all the time. I just want it to be fun. Read something and you're like, oh, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we all need some Michael Bay in our life. I know that I can't make those jokes anymore because someone got mad at me about doing that. But you know, sometimes you need someone to just turn your brain off and just have fun. You know, but this was not that. You could have your brain on and read this and you'll be completely fine. So, as this starts off with good old Fantastic Four ad, Ryan North relaunch Fantastic Four #1. No, I'm fucking with you guys,
dude. They've had such weird Fantastic Four. They had the Fantastic 3. And then it was like the 0.5 issues. It went from like 0.5 to 1.5 to 2. Like, what the fuck?
You remember the random one where Johnny is making out with some weird furry alien?
Yeah, there was like that spaghetti alien thing too. It looked like a worm. It's like, hey, Mom, what's for dinner? I'm banging this fucking vacuum cleaner over here. Don't worry.
Hey,
I'll be there in a moment.
Don't knock sex with a vacuum cleaner.
I mean, I know that's the only sex you're getting, MSK, right now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't tell them about my sex life. You know, I keep those things under wraps.
No, you don't. You literally don't. MSK, if you actually had say, you would be like, you would be get on the stream. You're like, guess what, everybody? It finally happened. Someone popped my cherry.
Do you know who's also not getting sex? Peter Parker in this book. I will say that. He's not getting sex from this bitch. She looks like she don't give it up on the first date.
Oh, no. You know what, dude? That's the thing. She probably did. And that's why he's like always showing up late. And she's like, you know what? You've shown up late to that. And he's like, anyway, fuck you. Bye. Probably did.
I will say, Guggenheim emphasized, if you give a girl some good dick, they'll be around forever. They'll literally just wait for it. But, okay, so the book starts, and this is what I loved about the book right when it first starts. The first page, awesome art. And then it starts
to shreds.
It starts off kind of like a comedy movie where the character narrates before the thing actually happens, and he says the typical Wolverine iconic line, which is like, I'm the best at whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, I'm the best at there is. You guys know it already. Let's just get fucking to it.
Screw it. You know it already, bub.
Oh, God. It started off already in that fun vibe. It's like, you guys know the line. I'm not going to repeat it to you. Love it. Love the opening. And then you get the setup of the book here. So basically, long story short, Wolverine and Spider-Man need to go, acquire this device called the Master Database. Basically, it's a huge log of every person that's basically a double agent, whether they've helped the government or not helped the government.
So if you've read like a lot of the old Wolverine stuff, and he ends up talking to Bill Branscombe, and there's a whole like you said, Bible of double agents. Yeah. And S.H.I.E.L.D. had gotten their hands on it, and Branscombe is like basically saying like, Like, we have to get this. Or
Yeah, even Wolverine said, "Hey, I kind of, am I going to be on that?" He basically implied he was going to be on that list as well on the drive.
Right.
And he basically says, bottom line, if it sees daylight, a lot of lives are going to get ruined. Yeah, because I mean, it was highly emphasized in Civil War. If you guys actually read that book, where you probably shouldn't just announce people are just doing this shit because their lives can get ruined. And
I mean, that was like one of the biggest bullshits of fucking Civil War, was revealing Peter Parker's identity. I mean, it was stupid. And the fact that it had to get retconned in one more day, like, just.
So right here he says, career spy intelligence agent to the highest bidder. Basically a master database of the world's double agents. Gotta figure if I'm on it. I did a lot of undercover work stuff I'm not proud of, including for the Red Skull back when I was with CSIS. So basically that's
CSIS.
CSIS. So essentially that's the item they need to get. They need to get access to this database and get it so other people's lives don't end up being in jeopardy. Because just imagine that being in like the hands of Norman Osborn. Probably not a good idea to have
Norman Osborn, you say.
So after that, we get nice little cool double page spread right there. And they give you the little synopsis of Peter Parker and Wolverine. So just in case,
it's like a page. It's like a page splits, like the summer splits. It's like the splits,
Oh God! So just by any stretch of the imagination, or there's a chance that you potentially never heard of Spider-Man or Wolverine in your entire life, which I think would be impossible given how popular these characters are. They do give you these little boxes right here of synopsis of their characters, which I think is cool. If you've never heard of them or even know who they are, a little bit of introduction, you're good. So after that, you get Spider-Man's turn. So Spider-Man, this is the only cliche part of the book where it's like, okay, Peter Parker late to the girlfriend, late to the date. She knows he's typically late. It's the usual Peter Parker shit that happens because he's Spider-Man. It's stuff we've seen 1,000 times over. But the art is very, very good. As
She's like, where's that spider dick?
But they do give a nice little foreshadow to the end of the book where, you guys see this. So I know a lot of you guys don't read comic books in general, and I'll just explain this to you. So basically, Peter Parker's parents were undercover trying to uncover shit for like Red Skull or whatever and Hydra. Then when they try to escape with information, they ended up getting killed. That's essentially long story short about him. So
yeah, their plane went down, so they were killed.
Plane went down.
Allegedly.
Peter's dad just lost his brain.
Yeah.
Like, so that right there, you get a little foreshadow to the end of the book, actually. And then Wolverine shows up. And Peter, he's like, we got to do something, bub. He's like, all right, I'm going. Fuck this bitch.
The art is fantastic, though. The art is fantastic because his Spider-Man side senses someone pulling up. And then Wolverine just like gets it. And then he's like, just nails him in the stomach. And he's like spitting something out. It's just fucking hilarious. He's like, all right, dude, we got to go.
And I love how he just blows this bitch off. Like he didn't even care if she existed.
I love this page too. The next page, that picture of them two together. That's fantastic.
They get on the helicarrier, right? I think.
Yeah, he's like, he explains to him that there's this list of whatever that they got to get, and they're going to a shield helicarrier. And this is kind of where Spider-Man's being Spider-Man. He's like, oh, who knew that we would find this on a shield helicarrier, and he's like, look, man, as big as this thing is, the world's bigger, and there's a lot more problems that we have to deal with. So Spider-Man's making jokes, as he always does. Yes. So go ahead.
You're fine. So, he asked Wolverine, why do you need me here? He said, because you're a dork.
Oh, no, he says, yeah. He says, the only way I could get this is because it's encrypted. And he's like, what makes you think I can break a shield encryption? And he's like, because you're a dork.
There was one of the funniest parts in here where Peter is fighting Omega Red and Wolverine is fighting Kraven. Yeah, the part we talked about earlier, which was he was like, you're not funny. I just unironically laughed out loud when I read it. I was like, okay.
what I thought's cool is this. So they get on the helicarrier.
Yes.
And Omega Red and Kraven pop out. Like, that's fucking awesome. Like, you would never see that anywhere except for this. And I thought that was a really, really cool choice for them to do.
And then they do a nice little cool swap. So Spider-Man gets to take on Omega Red, and Wolverine gets to take on Kraven. And the part where Spider-Man is starting to go after Omega Red, he was like, "Hi, I'm Spider-Man. I'm the best there is at what I do."
Yeah. Wolverine's like, "Shut up."
He's like, "Actually, I hardly ever shut up. Tell me something I don't." Jesus Christ, the dialogue in this book.
Yeah. It's like buddy cop worthy, you know? It's great.
Oh God.
And like in the art, dude, like whenever Omega Red gets Spider-Man in there and he's doing his webs, like just the eyes on Spider-Man, like just the way that they're drawing him is fantastic.
This is how you know Spider-Man has no chill. Omega Red says, "Your friend killed me and left me for dead." Spider-Man says, "Would it help if I told you he doesn't think of us as friends?"
And he's like, he'll say, he's like, "Well, I guess it didn't really help. I guess it didn't help. You're still trying to kick my ass."
Oh God. And then after they have, their battle, the action's drawn in a very dynamic way. You could easily just follow what's going on. So the part that really throws the book into a loop is where Kraven, it looks like from Wolverine's point of view, he's launching he grabbed a missile launcher.
It looks like he's got like an RPG or something.
Yeah. And then he shoots it.
Hey, Eric the Guapo, what's up, man? We haven't seen you for a little while, brother. How you
doing, buddy? So Kraven grabs what you would assume to be like a fucking missile launcher, rocket launcher. He shoots it at Wolverine. Wolverine deflects it, thinking he sent it somewhere. But then you get into this some sort of like, and what you figure out later on after these pages is it's a hallucination. I will say this is the best part of the book.
Well, okay, so yeah, we don't know. Like, okay, so I don't want to say it like that, even though yes, but so like he deflects it, and then you see the carrier go down. You see Wolverine going down. There's like all these rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
but then he's like waking up, and it's all dark. And if you could see in here, he's actually in a casket. And when he breaks out of the casket, it says, "Here lies Wolverine slain by the hunter." So I guess Kraven. And there's like a giant white light that's enveloping the Spider-Man. And it's like, what the hell happened? And like the drawing of Wolverine is fucking phenomenal. Like
it looks fantastic. Great. Yeah. So you get this point where, okay, so later on you do find out it's a hallucination, but I think the best part of this book, bar none, is when they paid in this hallucination, they had Spider-Man and Wolverine flip their most iconic moments. So like,
they're reliving their history through their most iconic. Like Spider-Man is trying to get out and use his webs, but he's actually in the freaking the Weapon X, headgear and all the stuff. And then all of a sudden, claws start coming out of him, and he's like, "Oh my God, what the hell?"
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And you get all these homages to some of the most famous moments from the characters.
What did you just say?
I
didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, you're fine. So you get in this hallucination, you get to see all of these great moments from.
That's not what you said. What did you say?
I think I said homages.
Okay.
So you get all of these great moments in this part of the book when this hallucination happens. So like basically Wolverine sees where like the love of his life gets killed by Green Goblin, and it's very reminiscent to like,
it's exactly like what happened with Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
What happens?
Look at that Green Goblin art right there.
He looks awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. So it's really cool, man. It's like, yeah.
So they basically have Spider-Man.
He said you look like a young Don King.
Good Lord. So they basically have Spider-Man and Wolverine go back and forth between iconic moments like the death of Gwen Stacy, which happens in Wolverine's point of view. Then you have like, Wolverine reliving some of Spider-Man's best moments, like the moment he lifted that fucking city building or whatever, that train thing where he could live. You have like all that Venom art right there as a throwback to when he first fought Venom. That was beautiful.
When Wolverine, Spider-Man as Wolverine's getting the adamantium ripped out of him from Magneto.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then
Yeah.
they literally show like at the end where Logan when Wolverine dies in one comic, Death of Wolverine, where he's covered in the adamantium.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the bottom here.
Yeah, look at all of these great moments that both characters get to relive from each other's points of views and the hallucination. All that.
Just
the
the fact that they have that many, that you're okay with seeing it just from a different perspective, which is awesome. Because sometimes you're like, okay, that's a bunch of filler and stuff, but actually I'm like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, to see basically what would happen if the death of Gwen Stacy happened to Wolverine. It's like, okay. Like, and you get the moment with Venom, you get the moment, as you said, Magneto rips the adamantium skeleton out of Wolverine's body, and then they figure out they're in a hallucination. They do figure it out.
Well, it's like they come out and they see like all the green, they see all the green smoke. And Spider-Man's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I'm confused. He's like, I knew it. I knew there was a reason the whole thing's been giving me deja vu. And I don't mean in a Olivia Rodrigo way. And he's like, I think I know where the protocols are and who's
Craven's ally.
Yeah.
Ally is, yes. So they figure out that the ally that's helping them is none other than Quentin Beck, Mysterio.
Mysterio.
He's helping them out.
It's a great way to use Mysterio.
Right.
Every time they use Mysterio, right, you see Mysterio first. So you know the shit that's happening is all bullshit.
Right.
And it was cool to see them do this while like you didn't know it was Mysterio.
And then Spider-Man just I feel like this is just my interpretation. But I feel like this moment was a kind of it was the moment that we got in the Spider-Man 2 video game from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man trilogy. Remember that moment in the convenience store where Peter just punches Quentin Beck and he's like, don't hit me again.
Yeah.
You got a nice
hit me again.
He did it. He just one-shotted Mysterio like he did in that video game moment in the convenience store. And then Peter finally gets access to that database thing. So the thing that we said earlier where Peter was remembering because he had said very vaguely, he only kind of he vaguely understands what happens to his parents, and he just kind of
what he said was to the girl. She's like, you never. She's like, I think I figured out why you're always late, and why you always dodge stuff. She's like, I think it's because of your upbringing, and he's like, she's like, you never talk about your parents. He's like, my parents were secret agents that died, and she's like, yeah, you're always joking. He was like, in his head, he's like, yeah, I said that jokingly, but that's true.
Yes.
So like he only knows that particular thing. He doesn't know exactly if they were bad or good. Like he doesn't know those type of things.
So that moment that they set up from what you just said pays off in this moment after the hallucination. So Wolverine, he's like, hey, he's going to take care of Omega Red and Kraven while Spider-Man gets into the database. And then Peter, he almost gets what he wants, but he's like, hey, I'm going to look for, he has complete records of everything. He basically starts snooping into some of the database and he notices his parents.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, I'm good. He's like, I love it whenever I'm this good. He's like, Logan wasn't kidding. This thing is the mother lode. Complete records of every operative who's ever operated as a double agent. And then he comes up and it's like he sees the names Parker. And he's like, what? And then it shows Parker, Mary, Parker, Richard, Operation Cairo, Operation Blackjacks. And he's like, my parents. And Wolverine straight up like, hey, Pete, no, you don't have time to stroll down memory lane with mommy and dad.
What an asshole. And Peter he says this thing in his head. He was like, and I know so little about them. Yeah. So like he gets to a point where he starts looking into it and he hits this button right here where it says final transmission, video surveillance, hits the play button. And then it shows a moment where Mary and Richard are flying away, probably escaping from Red Skull when they did that. And then it shows who was in there that potentially may have killed them. It's Wolverine. He's in there with them. Dun, dun, dun. And Peter's like, Logan. And then his mom is like, what the hell are you doing on this plane? And Wolverine just says, my job. And then it cuts to Wolverine talking. And then Spider-Man just pops out of nowhere, does a backflip.
The end is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. That is so fucking dope.
Yeah.
I loved it.
He says, Logan, I'm going to kill you. And that's where the book ends. Absolutely best way to open up a series with these two together.
Dude,
absolute banger
one of my
from
favorite
start
books
to
of the
finish.
year. One of my favorite books of the year.
Yes.
To be honest.
Banger from start to finish. Dialogue was utterly phenomenal. And if you guys had watched Captain America Civil War in the MCU, it kind of felt like that moment, if you guys could have a reference point of like when Tony found out that, you know, Bucky killed his parents.
Yep.
And you just get that moment and you're like, and keep in mind, I haven't read book 2 yet, so it still might be an effect of Mysterio. I will say that. But this book was utterly phenomenal. I loved every minute of it. But definitely the pages of the book where it showed all the historic moments from the characters.
The art was phenomenal. Art was phenomenal in this book.
Top down, great book. I mean, I will say this right now. Read this and put it on your pull list. You are not going to be disappointed. Mm-hmm. It's everything a comic book should be. Fun atmosphere, great dialogue. Nothing, like, it's not too serious. It's not too jokey. It's just right in the middle.
No, it has good serious plot points, but it also has the stuff that makes those characters, Wolverine and Spider-Man, the reason why you like them. All of that stuff is in there. Yeah. That's huge too. Like, you know, it's like Peter Parker's more just of a dork. He's not this down and out piece of crap that, you know, sucks at life. And
he's sitting on his couch with a feminist shirt on, being like, My Chemical Romance.
Sitting on the couch while Mary Jane's banging her new boyfriend. Can I sleep over, guys?
Can I watch, please? Gosh. So, I'll ask you, man. Closing thoughts on this book.
Mark Guggenheim is writing the book.
Yeah, Mark Guggenheim and Andrew's art. I got this cover. I got cover A because it was fucking amazing.
It is, Eric. It is. I know Mark Guggenheim's writing it, and the art is. I think it's Carrie Andrews.
Aw, when I was reading mine, oh my god, the freaking staples fell out of the book. Oh my god, I'll probably just have to. No, I fixed it. Okay,
it is.
Fixed it.
I don't know how to say it. It might be Kaare Andrews. It's Kaare Andrews is the artist.
Artist.
But yeah, both of them are freaking awesome.
Both of them knocked it out of the park. Yes. Carrie Andrews. Yep, that's the artist.
Don't worry, WZ. Old Batman is going to be in a video that I worked on today. I'm actually dead serious. I've been working on a video for like, I think 6 hours today. I've worked on it.
So yes, as we head ahead of this review to go to our next video, if you guys are watching this live on the MSK show or watch us on the replay when you see the next video, what are your final thoughts and opinions on
awesome
Spider-Man and Wolverine?
Love it. Awesome book. Go read it.
Yeah. For me, I'll be honest here. Since we're gonna read and review their books, this might be one of the best ones I've read all year. Just as an issue 1, it was top down, knock out of the park. Add this book to your pull list, guys. I loved it. Can't wait to read and review issues 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever ones come out. Marvel, I swear to God, if you cancel and relaunch this, I know you just a horrible company. I think you need to be upended by everybody. But who knows? I'm just a tall, rich, good-looking black guy who's a risk master and an aura farmer. So, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. Word.
Do you like actually edit these down?
No.
So why are we doing all this bullshit?
Because I'm black.
With your goddamn intros, the 9,000 intros per video.
9,000 intros, maybe 2,000.
Like it's the same intro. Like you act like people don't know how to watch videos. Hey everybody, it's me, the guy with the fucked up hair. And if you don't know how I'm doing things. I'm trying to create wind in my house.
I'm pulling out. I'm being entertaining and quality.
Yeah.
Later, y'all. Oh, nice to have you around, guy. Have a good night, buddy.
Nice guy, B.
We're gonna get to our second topic here in just a moment.
Our second topic, and where he's gonna do an intro for it.
Because it needs.
The Tourette's cannot let him not do the intro for it.
What is wrong with you? Why are you so mean to me tonight?
Well, because, dude, you know exactly why. You know exactly why.
I'll get him next time. I'm gonna bring up the League of Comics Geeks thing here in just a moment, but no, we've had a great show. and it's been pretty good. Batman 161 is where it's at right now.
161, yeah, 161 is where it's at. There's
We need
supposed
go
to be
comments.
162 and 163. That's 162 and 163 are coming out as Batman #1 has already been released.
I needed you for this video because I need to have you going off. You're supposed to go full white rage.
I just don't understand the reason. Like, if you knew you weren't going to get it done, they should have just held off Fraction's book and let them get a lot more done. Then they wouldn't have to have dips in Jimenez's art, which is awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's have some fun. Hey, everyone. I am a black guy. Well, not yet. So let's have some fun here. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Batman Hush 2's massive problems. So, for those of you guys who don't know, basically, long story short, Batman Hush was, a Batman ongoing arc for DC Comics. And it was, art done by Jim Lee, written by Jeff Loeb. And later on, we got Batman Heart of Hush. And then later on, it was announced that we would be getting basically Batman Hush 2, which is essentially Batman
12
Hush
years
3.
of fun with MSK.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
But nevertheless, so this is something that me and Professor Savage Dad covered in a video where DC pretty much blatantly said that, Jim Lee, we kind of understand that Jim Lee, oh my God,
I can't, dude. Like, Master Finger Cup King.
What the fuck? Oh, shit. God.
I'm sorry. I'm turning red, dude. I'm
Dark Knight. This is why I have laps here. I'm here to entertain him in the audience.
God.
I'm here for the art. I'm here for the... No, shut up. I gotta rest my brain.
You're here for the words.
I'm here for the words and the narratives.
He's going too fast on the highway. Hit the runaway Mac ramp.
Hey, I agree. Good Lord.
You can't not agree.
What
Jurassic Mac.
Jurassic World Remac.
He has a comic book channel that he does. I have seen some of our reviews up there.
Yeah. Here. Before we go to the actual video, I'll show you guys because you guys might not know because YouTube doesn't recommend.
Wait, you're not doing another intro, are you?
What the fuck? We got.
You're not doing another one, are you?
No, maybe. Who knows?
God damn it!
Why are you yelling at me? God damn. Hold on. All right, so free promotion. Here's my comic book channel. Yeah, this is where I would upload the clips from this channel, comic book wise, to this channel. That was it. So I don't know why YouTube hasn't recommended that, obviously, but don't worry. All right, let's lock in. Video time. Time to have some fucking fun. And I'm going to make sure I have sex with 5 women tonight, at least. No blacks. I discriminate heavily. No? All right. Hey, everyone. I am
God
MSK.
damn it!
Why are you yelling at me? Good Lord.
God, you did it again.
Hey, everyone. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Batman Hush 2's massive problem. So, for those of you guys who love comic books out there, Jim Lee is probably going to be in a lot of our Mount Rushmore of comic book artists, actually. He's did a lot of art for a lot of people's comic books throughout their lifetime, and his art is very, very good. I mean, he's in my Mount Rushmore of artists. I think
I love how you use
phenomenal.
Words. He's did.
I'm a masturbator.
He's did a lot of arts.
So, when it comes to Batman Hush, we had the original Hush arc, obviously.
Mhm.
Then we had Heart of Hush, and then it
Mhm.
was announced that we would be getting Hush 2, which is essentially Hush 3. And it was also announced that basically DC Comics knows that Jim Lee does this thing. So essentially, Jim Lee is this kind of person I know in my life where one day they want to be a firefighter. Then one day they want to be an astronaut. Then one day they want to be a construction worker. They had even said, Jim Lee has already gotten quite a number of issues already done, because this was supposed to be going from Batman issue 158 to issue 163. Then it was announced that we were getting the Matt Fraction Jorge Jimenez relaunch with Batman #1. And this, this specific Batman ongoing series has been going since 2016 with DC Rebirth, with Tom King and James Tynion and Chip Zdarsky. They even told Chip Zdarsky, hey, wrap up your arc on Batman right now. It's time for Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb to come in and finish this off. So the big problem with this is, like, if you guys don't actually know this yet, Matt Fraction's Batman #1 with Jorge Jimenez just came out. Guys, this current Hush arc, which is Hush 3, this shit's not over. So Batman #1 has come out, and the issue of Hush currently right now that we're on in this arc, because you're supposed to be on Batman issue 161, that's where we're at. We're still on part 4. We still need part 5 and 6. I'll be honest here, I've never seen this in comic books where the main ongoing is still going and the new ongoing is going at the same time. Actually,
it's so dumb.
Yeah. And then I remember we were talking on Twitter, and you told me what happened in Hush 2, right?
So far, yeah. Well, I said it last week on the show. Yeah, basically what happened so far.
So your opinion of it right now is you just don't like it that much at all.
It's just, there's really not, like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's
By
not.
what you told me, it sounded like some sort of like discounted Red Hood story they kind of just made up.
They just, like, it's Red Hood played a prominent part in it. He helped Hush, but it was to kill Joker. And then when Batman found out about it, he, like, revived the Joker and saved him. And of course he did, like, even though he had nothing to do with it, he saved him. Because he can't walk away. He's dying. I'm Batman.
Even though the Jokers did the most heinous shit to his friends and family, gotta save that guy. Fucking Batman, Jesus Christ. But it's one of these things where I think it's a twofold thing. Maybe Jim Lee thought he still had it in him to do like sequential art, and he was thinking to himself, "Hey, I got one more good comic book run in me." But then he started doing sequential art, and he was like, "Fuck, there's a reason why I stopped doing this." Or basically Jim Lee just does random covers every once in a while. That's pretty much it, because Jim Lee has this thing where he'll start something, half-ass it later on, like with Wildcats. He sold that company when he was doing it and no one knew about it. And this guy, I like the guy, I really do. Art's fantastic, but goddamn, does this guy not have any like reason to finish what he started? He's always a guy that starts something but just has a hard time finishing it. Like, even you just said right now for this Hush 2 arc, the pay, you said the art isn't even as good. Like, we were promised like top tier Jim Lee art. You said it's just not been that his best work.
Okay, so there's stuff that's good, right? And then there's stuff that you could tell was very rushed through, even though it looks like Jim Lee stuff. Like we would have, okay, so like I want to wait till it's completely done to say whatever, because you never know. The last 2 issues could be great, but what they built up is not that great. And it just like, it just hasn't, I don't know, it just hasn't been it hasn't been what I thought it would be. It's just like, okay, Hush is doing stuff and he's like got this massive plan like he always does, and Batman's like one step behind, and it's like, oh, where did this, scalpel, where did you get this? And like, oh, it's Hush's, and like he's got a plan, and I'm gonna break you, Batman.
Because from the preview pages that I read on Justice League Unlimited #1, he was like, I got all the pieces together. He's like, the caption was like, he's back. And remember at like New York Comic Con, Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb were at a panel, and they were like, yeah, Hush 2, like you should celebrate this. It got a lot of big orders from the comic book shop. I remember the number you said, it was huge. We did the video here with Lunchbox Warren. It was massive. People really bought into this Hush arc because obviously Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb on a book together again is going to sell it. And it's like, now it's going to be this issue coming up after the one you just read. It's going to be 4 months late. So Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb's Batman issue 162 is now 4 months late. Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb's Batman issue 162, the penultimate issue of Hush 2, is now 4 months late and will probably finish in 2026 now. Then, like, if they knew this was going to take Jim Lee a long time because he has pacing issues, let's just say, then start the Matt Fraction run after that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they could have just held off, and even if it was like months late, you know, like, that's why I'm saying it must have been so late that they're like, we can't hold this back anymore. Because who knows? Jorge Jimenez is pretty good. Like, he's pretty quick.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That shit could have been done all the way back in June.
Yeah, I agree.
Who knows?
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, this Hush arc ends on 163. Yes, right? Unless I'm wrong, because I have it right here.
163 is the last issue.
Yeah, so I know people think it might end on 162, but no, 163 is the last part of it, because it's 158 to 163.
Yeah. And it's like he can't trust anybody, and like Batgirl like kicked his ass because
of course
he saved. Well, because he actually like beat her up too, but like because he saved the Joker, and it's like you can't realize, you know, what he did to me, and he's trying to defend it, you know, and it's like, dude, he killed your Robin and literally paralyzed Barbara, and like, look what he's done to Jim, like, over the years. And it's you still choose.
He killed one of
which Jim's is, here's the thing. It's very bothersome because guess what?
Yes.
This is really fucked up. One huge thing that I did not like about the Matt Fraction Batman, right?
Okay.
This really messes up the whole everything. Because Batman, so this woman, Dr. Croc, is like starting to change. Like, he's actually shedding his skin, and like he's trying to change. His brain is like mush right now. He's like a big baby. And she's talking about him like that he's, you know, she's like, he's been showing like capability of showing empathy and like, you know, curiosity and wonder. And he's like, yeah, he's also a giant killer. And he's like, you're still new to this. He's like, and he goes, people never really change. And I'm like, that's your whole shtick, dude. That's the whole thing that you literally like. If nobody changes, why are you saving this fucking retard?
Isn't that the goal of his mission, is to beat criminals and save people? That's his thing.
That's his whole thing, that they can be rehabilitated, even though they've never rehabilitated one criminal.
That's how you know Gotham's actual like law enforcement is the worst in human history.
Well, it might not be the law enforcement. It's more like the why would you send them to Arkham? Like, you look at that place and you go, that they're not going to fix anybody there. The nurses turn into psychopaths that end up, you know, the doctors turn into psychopaths that end up dating the Joker. Like, what are we talking about here?
Batman issue 162 by Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb is now 4 months late, with a new release date set for November 2025. The Hush 2 storyline has faced multiple rescheduling issues, pushing the penultimate issue past Batman Volume 4 launch. Retailers are frustrated as the irregular schedule disrupts sales momentum and ordering for Batman Hush 2 issues. The delay stems from Jim Lee's DC executive duties, making Batman issue 163 likely to slip into 2026. Keep in mind, why was this never a thought in the back of their heads when this was a thing? But they were, good Lord, fucking hell. At the end of May, Bleeding Cool scooped the news that if you just read Batman issue 160 and we're looking forward to the next chapter of Hush 2 and Batman issue 161 in June, you were going to have to wait an extra month until July. Batman issue 161 by Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair had been delayed from the 25th of June until the 23rd of July. And then Batman issue 162, the penultimate issue of Hush 2, was scheduled for the 17th of September, 2 months late, and Batman issue 163 for the 29th of October. Then Batman issue 162 has slipped another month to the 15th of October and would be published after Batman Volume 4, Issue 1 and Issue 2. Well, now it is later still. Because Batman issue 162, it has slipped one more month. Right now, as it stands, Batman issue 162 has a new on sale date of November 12th, 2025. Batman issue 163 is still listed for October 19th, which was never going to happen even before this delay. But it does mean that both issue 162 and 163 will come out after Batman issue 3. God damn, the scheduling is so ass here. And maybe Batman issue 163, the Hush 2, and Volume 3 finale will slip into 2026 at this stage. And right now, there has been almost a 4-month gap between issue 162 and 106. Sorry, there has been a 4-month gap between issue 161 and 162. The Hush 2 series was initially planned for late last year, which saw the final issues of Chip Zdarsky's Batman run, which preceded it, made bi-weekly. Back then, it was also planned to run for a year, 12 issues long. Then it got late and was rescheduled. Chip's issues were all made monthly again, and we only got the first 6 issues of Hush 2 scheduled for 2025. The final 6 issues were moved to a later unspecified date. And we have a new Batman #1 by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez to follow Hush 2 for early September. This could have been foreseen, of course. Jim Lee was never the fastest artist anyway, and is also publisher, president, and chief creative officer of DC Comics. So there are plenty of pressures on the Batman, but this is tough on retailers who have been upping their Batman numbers, as a poor schedule can often harm sales. Here is the current schedule for the book. Yeah, these covers look cool. These look cool.
There's some great art in it, but it's just not. It's not it, it's not it, dude.
Is it one of those?
It's not as good as Machinator 2, Macmint Day.
Oh god,
nothing.
Okay.
It's nowhere near as good as that. Or Maxaw Ridge. It's just not
Maxaw Ridge. Jesus Christ.
The Hunt for Red Mactober. Like, those are just not,
So I wanted to cover some of these comments here because you could relate to some of these that you've read this far. On Batman issue 161, mostly negative. Holy fucking shit. They're bombing this book. Holy mother of God.
Well, I mean, you have to bomb the book, dude. I mean, like, seriously, think of things that came out. Like, they got the Matrix. That came out. Top Gun, Maverick came out. I mean, Mackie Mac and the Mackie Bunch.
Oh my God.
Are there?
Okay.
Mactastic Mac.
This guy.
Rise of the Mackie Macker.
This guy's name, PTSD DeBar. What the hell is his name? PTSD Barnum. He says, I mean, Jesus Christ, this might go down as one of the worst runs on Batman in years, possibly even decades. Every decision seems uniquely designed to be as baffling and irritating as possible. Not one member of the Bat family has any common sense or has any of the characterization or growth they've maintained for years. The only character with any common sense or rational thinking is Jim Gordon. He's able to rationalize Batman's decision properly, like someone who's known Batman for a number of years. Everyone hates Batman now because he saved the Joker. Really? He's been Batman for like 20 years in continuity. Has this not come up before? Regardless, it's a vessel for the single more tired and played out story in all of Batman, being him and having to fight the rest of the Bat family. It was played out in the fucking Gotham War, for God's sake. Does Jeff Loeb really have no actual ideas left? None of the characters are true to form in any way. They're caricatures with one trait and no brain power. Would you anything you want to elaborate on that? Or you agree?
Listen, I don't say things that way, but yeah, I mean, it's not good. I'm just gonna say it's just not good.
All they have is anger for Batman saving the Joker. Why the fuck is the Riddler a part of that? Why the fuck is Damian a part of that when he broke out the guy who killed the family's favorite member just so they can team up? Does that make any sense? Why is Selina a part of that too? And Christ, Batman punches another Bat fam member in the face. This time it's Barbara. Maybe there are just some things Batman shouldn't do. Yeah, he also shouldn't fuck Barbara too, but that's more of a Bruce Timm thing. That's not really Jim Lee. And I don't think he should sock his own children. And I don't think he should sock his own children and surrogate children in the face. Does Bruce even have a character besides being vaguely gruff and contemplating his own existence? He has basically no personality, and it doesn't even feel like the book's focusing on him. But then I wouldn't be able to tell you who the focal character is. Is anything actually going to happen? Does Hush have a plan besides vaguely alluding to some machination? This is... Did I say that right?
I don't care. It worked. It worked for what's going on in the chat.
This is all just incomprehensibly bad. It's a pretty simple plot, and yet I can barely follow it because it's just a barrage of bullshit. Jim Lee's art does feel quite dated, but it's still at least good. And that's one thing keeping this from being a 1 out of 10. God damn. I'm not gonna lie. You deserve a heart there. I'll be honest here. That was the certified 10 out of 10 banger right there. So I'll ask you your final thoughts and opinions on Batman Hush 2's massive problems. You're going to see the rest of the story out.
Yeah, it's just not good. It's telling a story that never needed to be told. And that's a problem. Nobody asked for more Hush, especially with the way that you knew we were going to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody gives a shit. And it's been a problem for quite some time.
Yeah, they already had the original Hush story arc, and then Paul Dini expanded upon it with Heart of Hush, and it's like, that's enough. There's nothing more needs to happen with this character. He did his thing in both books with both writers, and there's nothing else here. To me, it's one of these things where they knew Jim Lee had pacing issues as far as motivational issues and if he still wants to even do sequential art anymore. And it's like, yeah, he's got enough issues already done. Lying fucking sacks of shit. Oh my God. But hey, you'll see how Hush 2 wraps up. I'll be picking up the trade or hardcover whenever it drops. And man, talk about just throwing money in an absolute fire pit compared to how the reviews have been for this book. People were kind of hopeful that this was going to be kind of one of those last hurrahs that could have been a really good thing for the character of Batman, but it ended up not panning out as far as word of mouth is concerned. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. You guys are crazy in the chat. What are these?
Remember that movie I was telling you guys about called The Mac? And it was about the porn movie. Where is it?
Top Gun Maverick. What in the fuck?
Just take the hat off and put his hair. Fucking Mac.
Oh God.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
To be fair, if you minus the black women and just only have white women there, I would look pretty base there, not gonna lie.
Oh God.
What a timeline it is to be alive. I'm called
the Maxter Swag King.
I want to be a Machinator.
The Machinator? Macmint Day?
The Machinator. Hell yeah. Good Lord. Because, macking on women. Okay, all right.
Well, that's what that movie's about, dude. You never watched it?
No.
Oh, dude. It's so okay. So how I heard about that movie was we had in this neighborhood that I live in now, whenever I was a kid, right? When we moved here, they had this little convenience store and it had regular convenience store stuff. But in the back, they had movies. And they didn't really have a lot of good movies, right? Well, this one, I remember that was sat out there because there would be new stuff and whatever, but it was they had all these older movies, right? And one time it just was there, all in orange, just said The Mac, right? And I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what a Mac was, right? Because I was 10. And I said to my brother, I was like, I saw this thing. It said The Mac. And my brother was like, just laughing. He was like, "That's a pimp." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "We got to rent it." And he was like, "We're not renting the Mac." And I was like, "I'm renting the Mac." Right. And because like nobody knew anything, I rented the movie. They actually let me rent it. There's a scene in the movie. It's a total blaxploitation movie, right? But there's a scene where the dude is like, he banged out this woman, right? His girlfriend or whatever. And he's like, "I'm going to make it big. I'm going to be a real Mac." And she's like, "Oh, baby, what you don't know about Mackin'?" And I was like, what am I watching? What? Like, who is this geared to? Is this like geared to pimps? Like, do they get what's happening here? Because I have no idea what's happening. But it's totally blaxploitation that everybody must watch.
Gosh, if I watch something like that, people are gonna just assume that's my dad.
I don't doubt it is.
God, good Lord. Oh, but speaking
Makootie Tang.
Makootie Tang. Oh my fucking God, dude. All right. Coming up this week, because as you guys know, I am doing the Spectacular MSK. Probably Tuesdays moving forward, going over the newest comic books coming out. So
the Mactacular MSK.
That's my other alias. Good Lord.
No, that should be the name of the show, the Mactacular MSK.
What? Someone said something up here. Oh, so we just do the comic book content on this show because it's all in one place, and I just clip it out and I just put out the videos on that channel. So if you want to watch basically the pre-recorded stuff, it's over there. It's just easier keeping everything in one spot and doing it in one spot, and then
this is this is where you get unfiltered Mac.
This is I'm MSK I'm Mac all in.
All in Mac.
All in Mac.
Dawn of Mac.
Yeah, that thing we were talking about earlier before the show started, which was, you remember, like Scott Snyder talked about, it was either the absolute line or the main line, where he wanted like any book to be like a jumping on point. I just don't think that's possible because
maybe
arcs and everything.
Well, I just think for that specific character, anyone could be a jumping on point for that specific character, but not for the overall world, because you don't know why it's there. What about Mactina women?
I love me my tacos,
No, he's talking about women.
Oh, women. Oh yeah, they're gross.
Yeah, he's gay. He's gay.
I like women, actually. All right, give me 1 sec. Let me make this a little bit more. Okay, I'm not gonna say let me spread it. That sounds gay as hell. Obviously.
Well, then why did you just say it?
It's
like, is there something in your, like, I wish you had the two little Macs on your shoulder, one devil Mac and one angel Mac, and the
angel
devil's
Mac.
like, just say it, and then the angel Mac is just going, "Hey, where's my dad? Where'd he go? He left for cigarettes and then never came home. Where'd he go? I'm an angel."
Also, I'll be playing a banjo doing that. Banjo Mac.
Banjo Mac.
I have like one of those like toothpicks in my mouth. Oh my God. You see that shawty running down the street? Her ass is popping out of them overalls.
Got some. That's Mactacular.
Oh no. Okay. So
God,
I'm not gonna go down this whole. I'm not gonna go down and cover all the new books and hardcovers coming out, but we do have Batman number 12 coming out this week.
Number 12. Yeah, Ultimate Wolverine. It felt like 8 didn't came out a while ago, but I know it didn't. But
yeah, it felt like 8 came out like 2 weeks ago. That's fucking crazy, yeah.
But Transformers 24, one more issue until the new team takes over.
Yeah, this is Daniel Warren Johnson's last issue, I think. He was wrapping up at 24, right?
Is it? I thought he was doing 25, or is it 25? The 24. New team.
He's done after this one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know he is writing and drawing the Absolute Batman Annual. So he wrote that story.
Action Comics 1090.
Which has been a lot better. Action Comics has been a lot better. Spider-Man Incursion 4. I will be getting, that's sad. If you scroll up, yes. I will be getting all of those books. That is sad. That's sad. Okay, Batman and Robin is where it stops. I won't be getting that, or Dark Patterns.
See, Exceptional X-Men,
won't
Spawn.
Be getting those either.
Oh, the Kryptonite Spectrum. It's this DC Black Label Superman story they're doing. Did you read issue 1 at all? Did you?
Okay, so I did not, but I just ordered it Friday.
Okay,
Yesterday. Sorry, yesterday.
Oh, they're revamping Punisher. Yeah, they're doing Punisher.
And it's a Red Band book, so I'm excited for that. I'm hoping, but usually it's still written not by the right people. So
I wonder who's writing this. Honestly, I don't know. I heard about it. It's Benjamin Percy.
oh, okay. Oh, and Julius Oda, he's a good artist.
People have been giving a lot of praise to this Batman book.
Dark Patterns.
Yeah.
I haven't read a lot of it. I have them, but I haven't read it.
Okay.
But like I said, I stopped with Dark Patterns. So
Red Hood #1. Oh, I know what this is. Oh,
no. God. Aquaman #9. Yes, I hope they don't cancel that. Because I really think Jeremy Adams is an underutilized guy, and I like everything that he's done. And Redcoat 14, sweet. I've been waiting for that. That's going to be awesome.
Eddie Brock, Imperial War Nova.
I got Centurion. that. I already got that pre-ordered.
Okay. What else is coming out this week?
Conan.
You buy these actively? Okay.
No, but I know Savage Dad does, and he wanted me to try him out, so I'm going to. Superior Avengers #6, I'll be getting.
Wolverines and Deadpools. Yeah, this is over in 3 issues because Deadpool can't keep an ongoing series, so they just they canceled it, relaunched it with 3 issues. Fucking Marvel, Jesus Christ. Blood Thunder. Heard some good things about that.
Tony Robinson just called you a cold-blooded turkey sucker.
He's from Memphis. They talk like that.
You gonna take that? Yeah,
from a black man. Hell yeah, I love taking things from women.
So the Batman annual up there is coming out, and that I know you were making fun of the story about he fights white nationalists, but that's not a Scott Snyder. That's your boy. That's
Daniel Warren Johnson. He wrote it. Batman fight the Klan. Hey, fucking hell. Let's see how it happens.
Well, we'll see how it goes down. It might happen.
It might have my dad in there. Who knows? The Grand Wizard of the KKK.
It's just okay. All right.
What a title for a book. It killed everyone but me.
It said Mac, the Young and the Rizless.
Okay, anything else down here? Skull Island.
You're going too fast. I can't see.
Oh, everything. God. Okay, sorry. You're old.
I mean, probably not, but I'm trying to read all of them. No. No.
Murder podcast? That sounds stupid. What the
How is a podcast a book?
The Last Bitch. Okay. What else? Yeah, I think that it's a bunch of facsimiles or whatever. Do you ever get into that gimmick, the facsimile editions?
No.
No? Not your thing?
No, the only thing that I'll do is if there's something that adds on to the original book.
Ooh, okay. Oh, Black Demon Tales.
Like how they do in The Last Ronin #6.
Oh, it's a webtoon.
Thank God.
DC and Marvel are putting a lot of their books up on webtoons. They're starting Spider-Man out with Zeb Wells' run because they called it fan favorite.
No, it's not.
I'm not shitting you. That was their headline. The fan favorite Zeb Wells run.
That book is literally the book that got it out of the #1 selling book for the first time, and right
here. Yep, Zeb Wells' Spider-Man run will be available on webtoon. Thank God. Thank God, right? That's the first impression of Spider-Man you want of people is Zeb Wells' Spider-Man run. Good job, Marvel. They're like there's not the decades of better shit other people love. Just it has to be that one first.
And you notice how they have webtoons because they won't go up on any other digital site. It's sad.
Let's see. WZ, did you hear Laps Mac Angel story a few minutes ago? That was comedy gold. All right, I have to get going to the gym and doing other stuff in my life.
Yes, the 9 o'clock gym.
The 9 o'clock gym. Oh,
okay.
No. I'm currently not having sex with any woman at all.
I know it's a dude named Jim.
No.
Oh, sorry, Gaim.
I got my sock pregnant.
Did it have a baby sock? Did it give birth to an even crustier sock?
My socks
that you found within the sock. Is that what happened? That's what happened, everybody.
My socks are not crusty. My sheets are not crusty.
You don't have sheets. You can't put sheets on the ground. Like, you can, but it doesn't fit on anything.
My bed is not crusty. Showers, my couch is never crusty. I clean
Well,
out
you were well, of course not. You don't have these things. So how could they be? It must be lonely sleeping all the way up at the top of that shelf.
You
Like
know,
a little Mac kitten.
Gosh. But is there anything you would like to let the audience know before we head out?
Yeah, so my X-Men video is basically done. I'm just doing the last voiceovers for it. It's for issue number 4, the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And I have a review for Matt Fraction's Batman. And I worked on that for about 6 hours today, and it does have old Batman in it. He complains about Batman, which is great. And it's funny. I always love whenever you bring that up. Like, he'd be like, oh, he'll just put on a Batman mask and then talk like he's all methed out. When it's like, if you've ever seen any of my videos, that is a character I've literally been doing for like 6 years.
Oh, shit. So you've been on meth for 6 years while putting on a Batman mask?
No. It's just a character.
Wait a minute.
Named Old Batman. I did a fucking old Batman talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Oh, fuck.
I had like the whole Oscar desk and speech. It was fantastic. Never seen it?
Oh, I'll have to watch. I did not know that existed. Holy shit.
You've never seen any of my videos, so it's okay.
What are you talking about? I watched the good lord.
If you've watched Fighting Fandom, you would have seen old Batman. He's literally on both of them.
The first video of yours I ever saw was when you did the live stream talking to the chat. It was one of the ones you did of one of your recent openings.
That's just my channel's like 5 years old.
I even commented. I was like, "Hello." I got no answer.
You said hi.
Yeah, you don't want to acknowledge your fans like me.
I talk to the chat all the time, but I knew exactly who it was.
Oh, for fucking hell! This week coming up, we have Batman Day stuff. Yeah, god damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing Batman stuff.
Hell yeah. What else is happening? Fighting Fandom. Ironheart is coming.
No, I do have a Fighting Fandom idea though.
Rings of Power season 2.
I did season 2. I did the first 2 episodes of season 2.
You didn't.
And
okay.
I couldn't do any. I just couldn't watch more. I couldn't watch more and make like so. Like the problem with Fighting Fandom is like I have to consistently watch it a lot so I know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of it is not like, believe it or not, I don't really script anything. Because someone asked me like, because of how edited Fighting Fandom is, like even the little game show stuff that I do, like the fucking what happens next, like that just all comes to me whenever I'm sitting there like thinking like, all right, well, what would be funny here, what would be funny there, like, okay, I'll do this. So like there, I guess the scripting is in my head. Okay, this is what I want it to look like and this is what I want it to sound like. But most of it is just like I put on the red shirt, which I think is funny that nobody's caught on yet. And I do, I just make fun of it. It just has to be something that I'm willing to go out on a limb for and make fun of, because like, it would be easier if like, I was doing like a Fighting Fandom on MSK. That would be easy. That'd be an easy show, but
no one could fight the fandom over here.
No.
We are the fandom.
But I have thought about doing it against the Snyder Bros. I've thought about that just because like, and it's not that I have like an actual issue with the Snyder films like most people do. It's more like that fandom to me is just so ridiculous. They're like, oh, he's definitely coming back. He's coming back. And it's like, there are no indications of any type or kind that he is coming back.
Actually, it's more of an indication he's not going to be he's not going to have any work anytime soon. Like they canceled Rebel Moon, that universe. They canceled that zombie universe. It's actually more likely he's going to be out of work than working on anything.
Like Rebel Moon was so bad. It was not good.
Oh, good. I was out after Army of the Dead. I was out.
I didn't see that. So I didn't see it.
That was the last movie of his I watched, and I was like, all right, this guy's movies are just not for me, or maybe they're just absolute garbage. Either way.
No, he does have a fan base, so it's just not for you.
He does. Yeah.
It's just not for you. It's not for me. Like I thought I liked 300. I liked his version of The Watchmen. I thought that was cool.
Oh,
Like, except I
did you
didn't
like
like
Dawn of the
the
Dead?
ending.
I know he did that one.
Okay, so yes and no.
Mm.
Yes and no. I thought it was a cool interpretation, but like I lived in Pittsburgh at the time, and Pittsburgh is George Romero Central. So if it's not like his work, like nobody cares, you know? So like, because I've been to, the Monroeville Mall a ton of times where that took place. And when they went there and didn't shoot it correctly, and they didn't have the actual store names, and they didn't have any of the stuff, I was a little bit like, oh, come on, man. That's like part of the charm of those movies. So, but I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't awful like his later movies got.
Damn. What else ended up happening? Oh wait, I ended up becoming a Super Saiyan. No, and you have the second part of the Kyle Rayner compendium that you're going to be doing for review on Savage Dad's Longboxing channel for Longboxing Annual number 13.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing it tomorrow or not. I don't know, but if we are, that would be cool. If not, we'll do it sometime soon.
And anything planned with Warren anytime soon?
So me and Warren, I had like when I was gonna do something with him, I actually got sick. This is a very terrible time for me because my son going to school, he brings back every fucking virus.
They do that, yeah.
And I get sick like super easy because my immune system is terrible.
Yeah,
because the Crohn's disease. So like some days, dude, like I wake up, I feel terrible. I still do everything that I normally do, but it's just like at the end of the day, I just go, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here. So hopefully I'm going to do something with him, and I'm going to be doing something with Gray. We're going to be talking about comedy on a live stream. And but yeah, I got a lot of stuff happening. Like I will be getting back into making videos because my work is starting to get, I noticed like they haven't asked me to work overtime in 2 weeks. So I'm like, ooh. And they haven't asked me to do anything extra. So I'm like, oh, dude, can I work like 8 hours a day? If I could just work 8 hours a day, that would be fucking awesome. And I could just, have all this extra time to do stuff. So it would be great.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait to see what you have planned coming up because I know you'll be giving me half of your paycheck when you get these videos done.
I don't get paid for YouTube.
True. Neither do I.
And I will never take money from YouTube.
Me neither. I don't do this for money, really. I don't even care.
I've already stated many times, like I've said, like if I ever got popular, which it won't happen, like it just won't. But if I ever did, like I would never, like if someone wanted to do a super chat, that's fine. It would be put back into me getting a book. That's what I always said. Like if you want to do a super chat, just send the money and say, hey, I would like you to do this book. But if you have questions or if you want to talk to me, just put it in the regular chat and I will read it. I don't feel that someone should have to pay money to speak to me. I don't like that. I just want to talk to people about stuff that I like.
Yeah, makes sense. All. And as you guys know from myself, tomorrow we're just going to have a game stream. Monday.
What type of game stream?
I don't know yet. I might play.
What game? What game? What game are you playing?
I might go back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, or I might play League. I don't know yet.
Depends on the League.
Yes,
I saw some of your messages about League, about how you were very unhappy with the team, man.
Yeah, my team got on their knees and started taking dick down their throat last minute.
Man, that's crazy. I can't believe they actually sucked dicks instead of just losing at the game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, those aren't mutually exclusive. You can do both.
I know. That's why I just said I can't believe they sucked dicks instead of losing.
I always said don't hire fake coasting.
Dude, what
coaches.
you need better coaching, dude.
They hired a coach who has taken nothing but L's ever since he. Well, it's fine. On the Cloud9 podcast, we'll go over all that stuff. But
man, you got to get a better coach, dude. If you don't have the right coaches, how can you ever win at a video game? I mean, I've only been playing video games for like 45 years, and I beat the shit out of most people that I play. So like, how could you dude? If you saw my coaching fees for the people that I hire to come stand next to me and tell me what to do while I'm pressing buttons, and they're like, no, dude, no. If you press X right here, it doesn't do what you want it to do. You need to press A.
I will say you have an in-depth discussion with the coaches. You talk about theories or what?
Oh, I know, man. I know the theories that you come up with. It's deep.
There's
Sweet brother.
Yeah, so I might play League or
Dude.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I might play the Pokemon TCG that I have set up too. I have it set up. I got my password back, so I might play that.
Do you have in Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you have like a deck master?
Like like a person
Like someone
training.
that comes to you and says, "Oh, here you go, son. You throw this a card right here."
I mean, you can help people.
Help? No, there needs to be fees involved.
No, the fandom, they actually actively hate. Actually, there is people that will there's this group of people. They call it coaching. They ask for fees essentially. But the community, I'll be honest with you, the community is very against people making money off coaching.
Right, because that would be stupid, right?
Well, people make money. It's all right. If someone pays for it, let them. I don't know. I don't
but
need to
still,
do that.
in theory, that would be fucking dumb, right?
I mean, if someone feels like they need that service, if someone is credentialed and knows what they're talking about, people pay for
credentialed.
In a card, I'm not saying you have credentials, like you've won tournaments and you've won consistently.
Dude.
You wouldn't believe how many average idiots are in card games.
You don't think? I've played Magic for 20 years.
Magic is for losers.
Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh's for the dudes that get
the top
pussy.
G.
Save some for the rest of us, buddy.
Are you gonna get any of those Magic cards that have the
Spiderman? No, I haven't played for years, but I'm saying I played.
Oh, okay. Do you play you don't play MTG Arena?
Did I what now?
Do you not play MTG Arena?
No, I don't. I have not.
Not touched anything.
I have not played any Magic. And what year is it now? 2025. I have not played since probably 2002.
2002. You played in like 23 years. Just no desire to ever come back and
there's no point. Like everything changes in like certain cards that I have. Like I should sell them because they're probably worth a ton.
Worth a lot of money, probably. Yeah.
But like the whole point of what I'm saying is like even back then, dudes would like be like try to help you make decks. But like I've played with people that have won many tournaments, and not one time did anybody say, here, you pay me money and I'll tell you how to do something.
I mean,
like that that's the laziness of today's world, that you can literally make money off of explaining a video game to somebody. Like I'm sorry, that I draw certain lines. I usually don't shit on things. I really, that I don't. I really don't. But that to me is fucking insane. Like that is just so beyond bizarre. I think seeing a team of nerds playing on their computer and just some guy, come on, team, go over there. You're messing up whenever you go around the corner because they're hiding over there. And
there's many
protecting this wall. You're really messing up the flank.
There's many there is flanks. Actually,
I know there is. There's flanks in any game that has a side to it.
Yeah, it just depends on the complexity of the game and how.
No, see but that's you're saying that, but it's not true. I've seen League of Legends. I've seen Dota. I've seen game like that, dude. It's either you're a good team or you're not.
Yeah, that can boil down to but that would be
you either work well together or no. You have headsets on. Talk to each other.
I'm being honest here. In League, there are teams where you could tell they're either well coached or not. It would be horrible.
That's the thing, though, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
But we don't know what the coaches do.
People are so dumb that they can't talk to each other. They have to have a fucking coach
facilitator
for a video game.
The coach usually, so for League, from the most common thing I've heard is that, how like you do reviews, like you have team reviews, the coach is mostly like the facilitator of the conversation, which which
is stupid.
I don't think you need, if your coach is your facilitator, I think that's stupid. I mean, like that
you shouldn't have a coach, period.
Yeah, but like at least have a specific job for the coach. Like a facilitator is just stupid. Why would you need that? Can they not talk to each other?
But the point is, what does the coach do? You have to give me actual instances. You can't just say like, oh, they tell you things. That doesn't make any sense.
That's why I've said
there's no point for, if I put it this way, if I sat down and talked to a high level coach in League of Legends, do you think that there would be any remote possibility of them changing my mind on the fact that what they do is worth anything?
But that's the key. I was gonna say is That's why there's like coaching split, the coach of the split awards, which is stupid because nobody really knows what the coaches do in depth. That's still a thing that most people don't know. They don't usually broadcast that information typically in like videos too. And you're right. There was a guy that interviewed coaches, and a bunch of them, he said, felt like charlatans, like they didn't know what they were talking about.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this. If you go and play any other strategy game, right? How come people can do the same thing that is in League of Legends and still be successful at it?
Well, you're saying 5v5 or like just one?
Any game that has strategy involved. Like any.
Yeah.
There are tons of games like League of Legends, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't be like, this is such a.
So you're basically saying the idea of coaching esports is just,
is unbelievably stupid, unbelievably dumb. I think that you guys as a team should communicate to each other and be aware of what's going on. The less you are aware and the more single-minded you are at something, like, yeah, I could understand healing. Okay. Like if you're playing like something like Final Fantasy 14, you need healers. That's what they should be doing. Right. But they also have to be aware to attack when they can, when everybody's healed. Like if you're so dumb that you can't see what's going on in front of you and your teammates who are on the same fucking screen, like, dude, what are we talking about here? That's like sports psychologists. Like that's like craziness to me. Like that's crazy. I played sports my whole life growing. I never once had to sit there and if I was in a shooting slump or if like in soccer, which is what I played a lot of, right?
Yeah.
If I was down, I had to figure it out. Like I knew, like I could talk to someone. They might say, hey, you're dipping your hip whenever you're shooting. You're not coming across the ball enough. Okay, fine. But in a video game, dude, come on. Come on.
There was one player.
I'm not saying you're stupid, by the way. I want you to know that. I'm not saying you are stupid. I'm saying the idea of it is so bananas. Think of this. If the coaches are making more than the players, right? That are playing,
it just depends on which or. Typically, it's about the same.
But they're not doing anything, bro.
You're probably right. I don't know.
It's not that I'm probably right. Every evidence that you've told me that they've been interviewed and every interviewer thinks they're charlatans, that the league itself doesn't even know what the coaches do.
That's why the award is useless. I never agree with the coach of the split awards. It's stupid. I don't know what the coaches do. I mean, just because the team is winning, it might imply they're well coached, or it might just imply that the 5 players are just
or it might just imply that they're a good team.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But the coaching shouldn't have anything to do. Like, dude, whenever you go in and you play any type of video game that has strategy, right?
Yeah.
And you go in and say we're playing like Battlefield, right? Which is like 32 people, but you have your group of like 5 or 6 guys that you play with all the time.
Yeah.
You know, did you sit there and go, I need someone to tell me what to do? Or do you guys collectively talk as a group and go, hey, maybe we should go for here? And if we're playing like King of the Hill or we're playing Domination, we're going to go to this flag first. We're going to hold this area down. Let's see what positions we can get between 2 flags, right? So we can hold those 2 areas instead of going all the way around the map. Because if we stay together, there's 6 of us. Most likely there's not going to be another group of 6 coming at us. That's basically being a good player. I don't need someone to tell me that.
So in League, what's different about League is the other one. So like in Valorant,
I've played
right?
League of Legends. I've played League of Legends.
If you play Valorant,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
So like in Valorant, the thing that they show on the stream is that the coaches, you can pause, like in the NBA, you can pause.
And I think that coaching in Valorant is unbelievably stupid as fuck.
Because I think you play CS:GO, right?
Yes, I played tons of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, so like from what I know about Counter-Strike,
dude, I'll show you. Dude, my Counter-Strike kill death ratio is like 60-1.
Good Lord.
Do I need some coach to tell? And I played for years. I'm talking about I played when it was modded from Half-Life. Like that's how long ago I've been playing. Dude, I used to play Quake Arena.
Yeah, because originally I remember when the league, when it started, coaches weren't a thing. Coaches didn't become a big thing in the sport until like 2014, 2015. I'll be honest here. I don't think the players respect the coaches at all. They don't really.
So basically, you can't tell me what they do. They don't respect them.
Well, I can't tell you something. I don't know what I don't know.
Well, no, I'm saying the league in general, because obviously they've been interviewed and they can't tell them what they do.
Yeah.
That's my point. My point, the reason why I make fun of it is because it's so ridiculous, dude. Imagine, like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I coach a video game. What?
They coach a bunch of, young adults. That's essentially what they're.
Yeah,
I mean,
and like Michael said, it's different in actual sports. Like, I could understand someone talking to a sports psychologist. Me personally, I wouldn't do
I
it.
wouldn't need that. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it, but I understand that
Well, you could
more.
flip the
There's a
argument
physical
on its head
element
too.
in it, and there's just like, that's like saying I have like a coach in fucking Halo.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, couldn't you apply that to like any really good team? Why is there a need for a coaching staff in general?
No, that's different though. No. When you're playing physical sports, the coach is if you're playing any actual organized sports, 100%, the coach's game plan is what you play. There, you might have a star player here or there that does what they want to do.
Yeah, that happens for teams. They say they have a plan that they come up with before the game starts.
Yeah, but you can do that in a video game as a team. You don't need to follow someone else's plan. Where in full, like, sports, like physical sports, you are following someone else's plan. There are tons of times, dude, that I was told not to shoot and pass more. There was tons of times where if I did that, I got taken out.
Yeah, like, but based off what you said, couldn't you just figure that out yourself without a coach telling you that? Because you said you didn't really.
No, I couldn't figure that out because I would have been shooting because I scored a lot.
No, what I'm saying is, like, you had said that these players shouldn't need that because they just should know, they should eventually figure that out.
No. I said I didn't. I said I understood if you're in a hitting slump or if you're something like that, because you could be doing something physically wrong that you're not seeing. There's a difference whenever you're playing a video game that is finite in front of you and you know how you're fucking up because you're consistently doing it over and over again. There's dudes that go into hitting slumps that don't know why they can't hit, and they might not be able to see what they're doing.
So
but your teammates could tell you. Yes, the other teammates could tell them 100%. They could tell them,
and we know they probably do. It's just what sports
they
are.
probably do.
Yeah,
but like in video games, though, like coaching, like that takes out all the thinking. Like it's just ridiculous to me. It's supposed to be like, video games are supposed to be fun, number one, but they're supposed to be high level thinking with very fast consequences. That's what video games are, especially online multiplayer games. And if you have someone telling you where things are coming from and what is happening all the time, that's not your teammate, that is just some dude watching all of your screens. How many times have you sat there and you've been playing video games with someone and they're telling you what to do and you're like, shut the fuck up. Let me just play the game. Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Yes, but after the game, there's a review of like, hey, how this game went. How did our
part and you can't do that as a team yourself. You need some dude to do it.
Hey, I don't make the rules. I just live by them. Oh, what was I gonna say? I forgot. But
anyway, we're done.
Did you ever play Overwatch?
Yeah, I played it a little bit. Not a lot.
I tried. It really didn't. I tried.
I don't like games like Fortnite and stuff like that. I hate that shit. I'm not like people are like, dude, you should play Marvel Rivals. And I played it and I was like, this is dumb.
I have it downloaded. James wants me to play it. I haven't played it yet.
But I can understand why people like it. Put it that way. I understand. Like, I'm not going to shit on the game itself. Like League of Legends. I'm not going to shit on the game. I'm not going to shit on the people who play the game. But coaches and esports psychologists, oh, you're damn right. I'll fucking punch them in the face.
I think a psychologist would be better than having an actual coach. Like a psychologist
for a video game, bro.
Well, there might be a time you're going through some problems and you want to talk to someone.
Okay, then talk to a real psychologist.
Don't
talk. God damn it.
Why must you be the way you are? You're so 50s. I need to get you to update it to modern standards. But
I don't need to be updated. Okay. If you could tell me what about my life is not working to the point that I need to change it.
Well, you could get a penis enlargement surgery that would make you blacker. Oh, God. Esports is just sitting on your ass on the computer all day, such as League, that can play scrims for like 20 hours with no breaks. In other sports, you're active participant on the field. I mean, you're an active participant in the Rift too, but I guess these concepts are different, you know.
It's completely different. It 100% is different.
Yeah.
Applying, like, look, the fact that they call themselves athletes, dude, athletes.
I mean, what I forget. What is the definition of athlete? I generally forget.
It doesn't matter. It's what we know as an athlete. Michael Jordan was an athlete. Bo Jackson was an athlete. Carl Davis from fucking Montana is not an athlete.
A person who is proficient in sports and other forms of physical exercise.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but I'm just pointing out that, you know, so, I mean, do you consider clicking a physical action? I mean,
no, I don't know. I don't consider it a rigorous
physical
action.
exercise.
I don't consider it physical.
A mouse would
I don't consider it clicking. I don't consider clicking a mouse and dueling a keyboard physical enough to where I haven't done it for 48 hours straight.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't run for 48 hours straight.
I haven't ran in years. I would collapse at this point running.
I'm just saying, like, I think that's the difference. Like, everything around it is fine. Like, you know, I just make fun of it because it's funny to me. But like everything else around it, like tournaments, the having a league inside of the league, I think is great. I think that's awesome. I think it's fantastic. But like the coach thing really just threw me back because like I could be a coach there.
I mean,
I could talk so much bullshit that I'm
not gonna lie, dude. There was a org at one point that hired someone off of Reddit because he just said all the problems they had, and I was like, you hired someone straight off Reddit? I mean, they won in the end, but it was like, that's just so bizarre. Just hiring someone just straight off the internet to be the leader of.
There you go. My point exactly.
I mean, they won because they ended up having like that at that time. That team of players had like the best.
Right. They were good players, right? And knew how to play the game.
Well, so those players won with him, and then he won without them. Well, half of them, and then he didn't do as well without the other star player because that one star player won. He
just like you wouldn't do good. Like if I was playing hockey, right? I used to play NHL, the game NHL all the time. I used to actually. Hockey?
Oh shit!
Yeah, no. The PlayStation. I played in different leagues, right?
Yeah.
And whenever I wouldn't play with my buddy John, that's why we always went into like having our own team so we could play together. Whenever I did worse, right? But I didn't like have some dude telling me like, "Hey man, you're holding the puck too long," or "You're doing this." Like it just happened on screen, and I was like, "Okay, I got to change things up." I don't have any rapport with these dudes that I've never played with. So like, but when me and him played together, we did good. So like, it's just crazy to me. It's just a crazy notion to me. All it means is that it's gotten so big that something like that, they can get away with something like that and have it be to where
I think it's the aspect of like trying to feel like a traditional sport.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not.
That's always been my problem is that esports shouldn't be traditional sports at all. It should be a whole entirely different.
It shouldn't be called esports.
Well, if you want to at least make it different, like the differences between something will give people an indication of like if this is worth my time. Like I know Riot Games.
Imagine like in the middle of the thing. Well, we're gonna talk to Coach Carrion. What do you think, sir?
So okay. So in League they don't do that. Actually, in Valorant
on TV.
So a Valorant coach can step in and go pause. Hey guys, we need to do this. League doesn't do that.
No, I'm talking about like on television, like when you see them playing in the domes. Like I could just imagine like the pregame when they're talking. Like I could see you guys in the locker room, and he's got his little white shirt on.
You get the
come on, you gotta go. And if you don't click W as fast as you're sitting the bench.
You rally the troops up, and you get the boys together, and you jerk each other off. Then you handshake with your jizz hands.
Stupid.
All right. So,
good night, everybody.
So, tomorrow, Sunday, game stream, League of Legends or Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel or Pokemon. Who knows? Monday, game stream and MSK show. Tuesday, the Spectacular MSK on my comic book channel. Then the Cloud9 podcast where we're talking about my team, getting on their knees and taking dick up their ass. I didn't want this coach, as Laps knows. I think he's a complete fraud, and I think he shouldn't have never been hired in general. But what do I know? I'm just
so you have a coach?
Oh, okay. So no, me for
yes
league,
or
no.
Yes
team
no?
That's like the team
your team that you're on has a coach.
Okay, so there's
yes or no.
Yeah, so there's 2. There's one that is a fraud.
We're done. We're done.
Oh god. Okay. So thank you guys for checking out
everybody.
this episode of the MSK show. We'll see you guys later.